So I have my next one has gotten up to level 42.
Okay.
I just got to Act 4, so I basically, after I realized I don't get the horse to Act 4, I basically stopped doing all the side quests. I
just do the campaign.
I just speedrun the campaign, so now that I have the horse, I'm going to keep going back to side quests and stuff.
My favorite thing about the horse is it gives it to you for everybody, so now that you have it on one, like your level 1 characters have it.
I've been playing Omega Strikers. I reached 150 hours in that game.
Nice.
Which is more than I ever thought I'd put in that game. But it's fun. I've been playing League of Legends. I've been playing Valorant. I've been playing Guilty Gear.
See, I'm lucky. All my friends that play video games only are playing Diablo, right?
I'm playing Splatoon 3.
Yo,
Splatoon is pretty good.
No, there's a third one. You should get Pikmin 1 and 2. They just came out a few days ago on the Switch. Very good game.
I could never get into Pikmin. Sorry, Robert.
Pikmin 2 is base. Pikmin 1 is more critically acclaimed, but I don't like it as much.
I don't think I've ever played either.
You should.
I played whichever one was on the Wii U.
Busy kind of Diablo. We hit World Tier 4 last night.
Oh, nice.
And I have like 18 levels too low, and then we did a world boss where I was 26 levels too low. I didn't die. That's what matters. Because like there were so many people at the world boss. We did one earlier in the day yesterday on World Tier 3, and there was only like 9 of us, and so it took us like 8 of the 15 minutes, but the level 91 took like 4 because there were like 2 level 100 people that like walked through it.
I watched a streamer lose his hardcore character, and when he was in the running for the first 1,000 people to get it.
I've seen one guy lose his at 99, and one guy lose his at like 94 or something.
I saw someone use their dodge, not realize they were standing an exploding corpse and die.
That's on my hardcore character. We did another one on Thursday, and we made it to like level 20, and I died to another, like, I got webbed by a spider and then feared into an explosion. Ooh. I was like, come on, man.
Gotta have unstoppable buttons.
I had no choice.
Gotta get those unstoppable buttons.
Alright, who hasn't finished their character sheets yet?
I got a bag of rocks.
So, no one's actually done their character sheet?
Yeah.
Right. Alright, who still needs to master item ledger?
I do.
Okay, you have the option of doing that in character later or doing it now.
How much money do I have? I roll for it, right?
Your class is decided by
just max it and don't forget
a starting gold amount in the handbook. Since you are multi-class, you will roll for Druid and Warlock separately.
Okay.
You will multiply that amount by the amount of levels you have in that class.
Okay.
So are we doing that now or later? I don't mind doing it now.
You can roll the gold if you want
later.
But we can also do it in character because it's basically just shopping.
Shopping.
I don't want to hold this up. I'll do it later. Not important.
Okay. Is there any other final questions or things that you all have not done for your character? You need to set it.
I don't think we've actually added to this morning, so we need something stupid.
Yeah. Well, no, we don't need anything stupid. We just keep the good momentum going.
That sounds really lame.
I can't just manifest something stupid, though. Somebody has to naturally be stupid.
I mean,
C4, these nuts.
Yeah, I'll accept that.
Wow. Pawn E10.
It might not be exactly organic stupidity, but it's pretty, like, genuine to the...
It is not organic, it's superhuman stupidity.
How's the Cerberus one?
Fantastic.
I think... That is sweet.
It's fantastic.
I know, it's just like a Cerberus kind of thing.
Can I fart loud enough for this mic to pick it up?
No, you just failed. You just peeped it.
I'm trying not to shit my pants.
Gabe shits himself trying to fart loud enough.
Gabe, shit your pants now.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah.
There's just stupidity written.
When I become a manager of someone, the first thing I'm going to do is tell them to shit their pants.
Robert gets fired immediately. Robert gets reported to HR.
As part of your first day here at Target, we need you to shit your pants.
I thought they only did that at Walmart.
That is less of an option.
You wear brown khaki pants for a reason, you know.
They pay you at Walmart?
Oh, yeah.
Walmart pays really well, actually.
Yeah, they pay
For starting
well.
roll, you do the roll times 10, and then you multiply that by
The levels you have in class.
Okay.
Well, 'cause Target's more expensive.
Since you are multi-class, you will do it twice.
Gotcha.
For most people, it's like 5d4 times 10.
That was 2d4.
Druid
has 2d4.
Druid is a bad one.
Oh, yeah.
They use 6.
Druid average is 50. Everybody else's average is like 125.
Monk is 1d4. Monk is 1d4.
Monk is 5d4, but there's no.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Sorry. I don't remember. That's why it's so much pathetically low starting gold.
That's amazing.
You know, I've never taken gold for myself in this campaign.
Impressive.
Don't care, didn't ask.
Yeah.
I asked.
Yeah.
I don't care, but I did ask.
Did ask.
Do care, did ask. Alright, I'm almost done with my
Did
Nutella
ask.
test.
Nutella toast.
Yeah. Dude, I rolled insane on my starting gold.
Yeah, you almost rolled max.
Yeah.
Which just fits your character, might not add. So.
Kenji should have been a rich kid.
Could have been.
If he accepted any of his father's influence or wealth or money, or anything that his father had ever, he would have been a rich kid.
I'm almost done with my Nutella toast.
You're unbelievable.
I'll just take it as a compliment.
Thanks for the best.
Agreed.
I do love palm oil and hazelnuts from third world countries.
Yeah, how many dicks did you suck in the last year?
Don't answer that. You legally don't have to answer that.
I am going to use the Fourth Amendment, which states I don't have to state.
Should use the second.
The second says fuck you.
Well, I don't have any arms to bear, so.
You have an arm to borrow.
Ooh.
That's not the Second Amendment.
An arm to borrow. I don't feel like there's very much gold when it comes to buying magic items.
So to pick the richer class then.
I got 720 gold. I rolled really well on the Warlock, which was only 3 levels, and then mediocre, but a lot of levels on Druid.
You had like 1,800.
I had 1,900 gold.
What can I buy with 700
No, I
gold?
had 2,190. Because I had times 11.
You did not, that was like almost the max. You did not have.
No, because it's 19 times 10
Oh shit, that's
times
right.
11.
Well, yeah. Well, you're an artificer, so.
Artifice these nuts.
Artifuck me.
I'm gonna buy the ancient malt drill off of 25's corpse.
Yeah.
And then
it's been silver throne,
yes.
then that's not gonna be like
Damn.
an easy task.
I know I wrote down a magic item I wanted, but what was it?
Crown of Wishes.
No, it was Ring of Shooting Stars. I don't remember what that does.
That's like a very rare item, right?
Yep.
That might cost you all your gold, all your doubloons.
All 720 of my doubloons.
Yeah. I have 6 attunement slots, so I just bought a bunch of cheap attunement items.
But I don't have
Smart.
a character sheet that is unused and unmarked.
just keep it on
What
your phone
about,
for now.
Print
Write it on the back of your other...
do you know character sheet?
No, I have it on my phone.
Oh, do you not put it up there anywhere?
What?
On your digital character sheet? Do you not put it up there?
No, I can. I have everything on. I just want a written one because I like using paper.
Oh.
I have to.
I don't have any chairs.
If you do, that would be incredible.
I know that I keep
Please,
copies.
sir. Could you spare a character sheet?
So, do you have a coochie I can have?
Might you have just a crumb? Crumb of coochie?
Crumb of coochie.
Let's see, spell sheets. No, that's used. I'll be right back.
I think I gave
I have to crack open the vault.
the bulb.
You're like this.
I don't think I can afford this item.
I don't think you can either.
It's so cool and it's so thematic.
So unfortunate.
It's so thematic. What?
Do the pussy dog guys you gave.
Yeah.
I will spend all of my money on beads of nourishment.
What's the there's like some ring that you can get that like it instantly revives you if you die once.
Ring of a fucking we ball back.
Ooh.
Fuck it, we rebound.
Fuck it, we rebound.
I want to spell focus as a basketball that's a fuck it we ball. as an option, you can take a spell attack by throwing it at people and bounce back to you.
It's like a boomerang, except it's
Yeah.
bounce here, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can like bounce attack it to like 3 different targets.
Bonk.
It's bling bling bling.
Can I have a baseball bat that says go to horny jail?
I'm actually all out. That's great. I need to print some more out.
Right on the character sheet.
Well, I have a bunch of old ones that you could erase my old characters off of and use.
No,
Erase
I'd rather
Gabe's
not.
characters from existence.
Here.
Are you trying to shoot yourself again?
Bruh. You're actually gonna shit yourself in grade. I can tell you tried to force that one through.
Sorry if y'all can smell that.
Are you fanning it towards Cole?
No, I was actually just scratching my butt cheek.
No, you have to like lean like a dog.
I already do that, actually.
How much does +2 gear cost?
Woo-wee! That's a good stuff. It depends on what you're buying.
Rare quality.
A +2 focus is a lot more than a +2 weapon, I'll tell you.
Cost the same for an artificer to make it as a fucking infusion though.
Yeah, well, magic items is like your class's whole shtick, so.
Hey, if you need me to, I can literally just make a focus for you. I can just infuse one of your focuses and I'll take away one of my own infusions.
I wouldn't be opposed.
I can just, my focuses are attunement though, so you'll have to leave one attunement slot open for that.
That's
So they are
right.
+2.
If I wanted +2 armor, what would that?
For a spellcaster.
I'll try to not die.
I don't think so.
Fair, okay.
On your budget?
Druid Warlock is a hard midliner. You are not going to be getting the armor class you want.
Yeah.
I think it's a hard backliner actually.
I think leather.
It depends on what kind of Druid Warlock you are, I guess.
I am
Based on
The spec you should be back.
Yeah.
I am a backliner.
Star Druid is very support focused, or not. It doesn't have to be support focused. It's generally support focused though, just the versatility and its enhanced healing, which not many classes get access to.
Well, Nimbus is a midliner, so that's like.
Yeah. Nimbus is a midliner, but she also has, based on his subclasses.
I'm not a midliner.
That's
I'm a
Blackcaster.
Yeah.
I'm a backliner.
Yeah, so I'm not going to give you something that encourages you to go out of your combat rate. So
What's a +2 spell focus look like?
price wise,
Yeah,
500 to 600 probably,
for a +2.
depending on if you want any secondary effects or not.
Why did I?
What secondary effects are my options?
I don't know. Are we doing this now or are we doing this later?
We can do this later.
Oh, we can do this now. It genuinely is almost preferable to do it now instead of slowing the game down later.
Well, most of the spell focuses I give out allow you to know or prepare an extra spell.
Prepare shocking draft.
If you want like just a vanilla +2 focus, I'd say that would give you about 5 on no. If you want something that gives you a secondary effect, that could be anywhere from 550 to 6 on no.
I'll go vanilla basic focus. Does that add to damage or just to hit?
Not for spell.
Yeah,
No.
it's just attack bonus and DC.
Your spell attack and spell save.
Gotcha.
I used to run that.
Yeah.
Added to damage. It was bad.
Imagine if you do that to magic missile.
That was part of the problem. Tyson, he really knew shit.
I remember that. That was a rough one.
So Brad's got like, what, 220 gold left?
Yeah. Have you rolled your gold yet?
Yeah.
How much?
I wrote it down. 1,375.
Would you allow me to take this spell focus at a +2 instead of a +1?
I'm increasing the price.
For 600.
What's the spell focus?
Yeah, that's fair, for 600.
It's a +1 focus, but it allows
Well,
you...
what's the name of it?
Shivar and Birch focus.
Okay.
It's the one where you gain a +1 bonus to force damage.
I know which damage boost. That's another unknown.
I guess, is there one for Radiant? That'd probably be better.
It's almost certainly. I'm telling you, it's almost better. It's almost certainly better for fourth.
Yeah.
Your Eldritch Blast. There's no way there's no way you convince Gable your Eldritch Blast to be radiant.
No, I meant, like, my signature spell and all that shit is a lot of radiant damage. But
That will be secondary to your Eldritch Blast hit.
this is true. Okay.
I mean, Eldritch Blast should be your default option because it's skill character level, not class level.
True.
So it's absurdly strong right now. Not absurd, but it's very strong.
Remove 600 gold.
You know what he said.
I suppose you guys might want to look at those.
You are a biter, right? Good old Echo Knight.
Echo Knight Fighter, yeah.
There. You'd be able to look through that.
I mean, I have some leftover gold if I need to spend it.
You do, actually.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'll just save it for when I need it later. I don't need any more magic items right now.
Yeah, you also don't have to spend it now, but I would highly encourage you to spend at least a portion of it now.
You probably at least want a +2 weapon and armor.
Yeah. Well, and I was also thinking,
Ask for flame tongue.
she has the finesse greatsword, the wooden one.
Yeah.
Would she still be able to obtain that somehow?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Because I like the idea of having a finesse fighter, Echo Knight with great weapon fighter.
That starts at 2 undo plus 100 for if you run a +1 or +2. So
I'd +2 that.
Yeah, I'm +2
Can you make it a flame tongue as well?
it's made of wood.
Can you make it?
magic one.
Can you make it a what's the fucking ice version called? I think it's called an ice blade.
Does upgrading your focus upgrade spell save DC?
Yes.
Yes.
So how much is it to get the +2 wooden greatsword?
If it's finesse as well, that's 400.
Oh, okay, that's not bad at all. Wow.
You should get plus. If you're running if you're running a dex fighter, which I assume you're doing because you're getting the finesse greatsword, you should probably get +2 studded leather as well.
What's your current armor class? What's the price of studded leather? That's a better question.
Studded leather, it's not expensive. Your current armor class, if you were studded leather right now, would be 17 plus whatever.
You know, Cole, you've got enough money for plate actually, if you wanted.
Why would he want plate?
I don't know.
I doubt he even meets the strength requirement.
Finesse fighter with plate
What's the
armor.
strength requirement?
15.
Yeah, no, I don't.
It's fun, dude.
But it's funny.
That's a little silly.
Oh, a little silly.
You could also, if you wanted something that wasn't just stud leather, you could get like permanent mage armor, which is 13 plus dex, just essentially acts as +1 studded.
Half plate is the best you can get, and that gives you stealth advantage.
Studded leather is still half plate is technically better. No, half plate is the same as stud leather. So he has
leather is 12 plus dex mod.
half plate is 15.
So if he's maxed out, so leather's dex.
Yeah. Are you maxed out with dex? Yeah.
All right. Stud leather's like 45.
Wow.
Well, actually, you can get a plus because you're loading a great sword, right?
Oh, you want more armor class?
So he's only at 17 right now, and it's not going to get raised.
You can get a shield, or you could get better armor, which I would say you will get another 100 for a plus whatever to your armor. Excellent, too.
So 200 would be a plus 2, so it'd have an AC of 19.
Yeah, so 245. You're not getting higher for that for dex fighter.
Okay. Yeah,
Not without a shield, at least.
Not for a plus 2 shield as well.
I'm already missing.
That's makes him in the dex fighter has a more armor class than his fully strength-based tank.
Yeah.
Wait, how much?
What's your AC right now?
In defensive stance, 25 is at 21 AC.
Oh no! I am at if I'm losing my shield, I'm at 22.
Me on 25 is no longer the tank.
Oh, you have
double my health. Yeah. You actually have just straight up double my health because I lost health for free.
Man, I don't know what else.
Or there's a book I can send you an online document. Come on.
You also have a whole book for
crazy shit that you might want, and then
book of Webkin.
Yeah. Well, here's you got your basic.
Never
stats.
doubt the Webkin.
You got your weapon. You got your armor. And that's those are the two important things.
A utility thing.
Yeah. So now it's basically a free choice. I recommend the ring or something that lets you do at least some utility spells.
You know what I think? There are these items called the boots of stomping.
They'd be fitting.
What if I fucking stomp on your face?
They, I think, cancel fall damage for when you attack people, and then you just get the full bonus of damage. Let me pull up my document.
Well, you got that.
This character's gonna be so different from 25, which is the point, but man.
There is a joke because it does not give you free actions. Martial card.
Oh, the ring of free action?
Yeah, it's actually like...
Yeah, it's like freedom of movement.
You cannot be slowed down. Ever. So if someone like him tried to grapple you,
and this is difficult terrain,
and you cannot be paralyzed or restrained.
Who wins?
Yeah, so boots of stomping, they let you basically do fall damage attacks without taking fall damage and without using an attack. So
you could also take this.
I don't know
if you wanted to evade back.
I think Boglins still have like extraordinary jump height. So
Boglins are pretty good. I think
they're just grown, but without the crazy bolting boost. That's not bad.
Dude, I was like, why do my forearms hurt so bad? I think I know why my forearms hurt so bad.
I think I know why your forearms hurt so bad.
But it's both of them.
I think, well, let's be honest, man was skiing.
Oh, wait, Cole. Do you know the utility of making your Echo Knight fly?
What?
Your Echo Knight, basically, you can move 30 feet in any direction, not just on the ground, so your Echo Knight can fly. And so that means when you swap places with it, you could swap places with it and go into the air. And so if you plan to do that at all, do grab that. And basically make an air attack and then prevent fall damage on yourself.
I've sent both you and Brad the document that I used to track magic items recently. You have the Weapons book, you have the document there, or you have custom shit you could request to boost desire.
I kind of like the pinpoint rune.
Okay. Yeah. Let me...
I also have the pinpoint rune.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be looking out for these people's ACs.
That's fine, it makes you pay more attention.
Or wait. I don't think I thought the pinpoint ring was one that was on the card you sent me was the one that you guessed that you could lower past them.
No, that is another one. That, I don't know. Actually.
Because I remember it was a.
Oh, you know what? I may have adjusted it to that version, the one that Robert has. So I'm actually gonna. Sorry, Paul. I'm gonna cut that out.
Yeah.
Because that's outdated.
Because this is the one you sent me.
Yeah, that's the new version. That should be in the thing.
Damn.
Sorry, Cole.
That's okay.
Plus 5 damage was I thinking. Clearly that was just nothing.
Was it damage or was it a hit? I thought it.
It's even worse if it's a hit, actually.
It's worse because then he could do something like a great weapon master build.
Maybe he is. Maybe that's why you wanted it.
Literally what?
If you plan to use your Great Weapon Master special attack a lot, you probably want... Where was it?
Garb of the Reaper sounds badass as fuck. That doesn't make a lot of sense. What's the aura of flames? How much would that cost?
I'm trying to find it.
It's under close.
That'd be like 250.
I might do that just for some control.
You got Steam Mind, dude.
I think I'll just go with the aura of flame because I think it's neat. How much did you say it was? 250?
Yeah. Real shit. Resistance to fire damage is the actual good effect there. 1d4 fire damage per tile is not actually that much. But you might be able to come up with some cool ways to use it. I don't know.
I will attempt.
Brad, I think you should take the Curse of Recursion.
Where's that at?
Under curses. Near the top. Right under consumables.
It's such a fun.
It's very fun. I almost took it.
Curse of what?
Curse of Recursion.
It's basically, I point at you and say, you will point at the next person. And then...
They have to succeed on pointing at the next person.
Yeah.
So you point at a really, really dumb person?
And it's not written, but it's implied, really, that they will not, like, they will point at whoever's, like, closest to whoever is not an ally, of course, because that would be stupid. It's not in the text, because obviously if the only target is an ally, it has to be an ally, but I'm not going to have you recursion friendlies next, unless it's a stupid choice.
Or unless you're trying to recursion a boss.
The Curse of Brutality, all damage numbers are maxed. Is that just every time?
Curse of Brutality is exploding dice, I think. It's not max damage.
Yeah, it's whenever you roll max damage, you roll an extra dice.
Oh, gotcha.
So, the curse just lets you play with exploding dice for the whole game, because you also have it too.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty fun.
But it also means you will die very, very quickly.
Well, I want that on 25, not on this guy. I am ready to begin though.
How much gold do you have, Cole?
Like 480.
Buy me a pair of sneakers. Give me +1 to stealth.
What have you got another transition mirror?
I don't think you need another transmission mirror.
I think we just start.
You should buy me the Garb of the Reaper.
Wait. Cool, you should get the leech rune.
What does that do?
If you exceed someone's AC by 5 or more or roll crit, you gain temp HP.
Yeah, I mean...
How much is that?
200. Because that's not the easiest thing to do.
It won't. It's not like actually. It's not that useful with your if you're trying to great weapon master attack. But if you're just doing a default attack, you should hit it pretty easily.
I guess I could also call out the cards if you want to look through them too. There might be shit. I have so many just fucking magic items lying around. Yeah, you want more HP?
No.
What do you mean, no?
Just maybe actually.
I would take more HP.
Well, how much is it?
This?
Yeah.
That's 200.
Another 200 to get some extra health? Yeah. I mean, okay.
How much are the cloaks?
And then that would be like all my gold.
Garb of the Reaper.
What was that?
Too much for you.
Damn.
Can I see that card?
Yeah.
Ooh, how much is the Assassin's Garb? The one that he has, the Jack of all trades.
That's not for sale.
That's not for sale.
That's a unique item. As the one might call it in Diablo terms, a wondrous item. I forget exactly what it's called.
Unique.
Yeah. Oh, it is just unique. Okay.
Yeah, it's just unique.
I forgot if it was radiant or wondrous or what. I forget. I don't know the tiers anymore for Diablo.
It's
Do you want the
common,
flavor?
which is gray, magic, which is blue, rare, which is yellow, legendary is
All these
orange,
like 480.
and then there's unique, which is like brown orange.
You want the leech run?
And then when you get to world tier 3, there's sacred of all of those, and then at world tier 4, there's ancestral of all of those.
The Foe Slayer rune is pretty nasty.
Can you extract the aspects from a unique item?
No.
Okay.
Also, if you extract an aspect from a legendary and then you put that aspect on something else, you cannot re-extract that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that the hard way, and I was very upset.
I've basically been extracting every legendary aspect I get that's maxed on its roll.
Yep.
Because I didn't know you could look at I didn't know you did have advanced skill chips on.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I activated those and I saw
I
them.
think it was for the return. That'd be 50.
Oh, yeah, that works better then.
Okay. Then I think you managed to spend most of it.
Yeah, that would be pretty much all of it.
Oh, did you get that rune as well?
No, I'm not.
He swapped it out. He
I'm
swapped
not
out the
really
leech rune
sure.
for the Foe Slayer rune, which I believe extends critical range and does some other shit.
I get a +1 to hit and a +1 to damage on a named type of enemy.
And when you say type, you mean like humanoid?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, just say humanoids every day.
Well, but what are Dormachina considered?
Humanoids.
They're constructs.
Oh, really? Damn.
Oh.
For diversity reasons.
I'm okay with them being constructs.
Wait, do you do more in some things because they're constructs and undead?
No.
No. It's constructs and
Oh, that's
creatures.
no fun. Oh, I thought it was constructs are undead.
Are we ready to begin now?
Yes. We started early, so we had to do something else for 30 minutes before we
Well,
started.
as soon as we done.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Blue.
Well, that's 5 items. I spent all of my money on one.
I'm telling you, if you wanted to spend your money on something else, I could have just gotten you both of these.
Yes, it was an option.
He wouldn't have known you, though. Or he doesn't know you.
So let's see, you want Kingmaker? You are currently in the sealed tomb at the moment. You have just nabbed Kingmaker, and you have mopped up the remaining members of the Grey Knights. Both your mother and your grandfather are dead on the ground.
And your father.
Yes.
Yeah, about your whole family.
Your whole immediate family is dead, except for Brian.
What about the other person, his cousin, I think, that came here with us?
His mother told Siobhan to flee.
Oh, okay. That's his cousin, right? Or is it his aunt?
Cousin, I think. Or actually, it's his niece.
His cousin. You said cousin.
I think. Cousin or niece? Yeah, wait, let's see.
No, because then I would have to be a sibling's daughter. Do you have like a secret brother?
That's true, it's a cousin. She's a cousin, not his.
It's Armin's daughter.
Surprise.
From the future?
From the future.
Oh, I blame Animus.
Well, she's actually been in the time loop for so long she's grown up.
So now it is just you all, Gore Machina friends that you brought with you, and the cog that you have claimed. The king's mold lies dead and broken on the ground as well.
You want to go topside, get out of this cave?
I think we should probably get out of the city as fast as
Yeah, I agree.
unless we want to die to them knights trying to get us.
No, I'm okay.
It strikes you as a prudent decision, as you believe that the Grey Knights would probably send more than 8 soldiers. It's very
let's go.
I can fight. I could fight off an army.
The rest of everybody in the party is falling.
Kenji's health is like at full already.
Like literally 25, like literally.
Kenji had the mention of a fight against the Mongrass.
Yeah, I may or may not have been balancing that hollow dice line for a big chunk of that fight.
Yeah, I may or may not be at 30.
As you all walk through the city, the images that have been the backdrop for your recent adventures begin to blur together. Lights and steam, smoke and gray, blocky buildings blend into the background. Your minds feel heavy with the things that you have recently discovered. In particular, Alestor, do you revisit your family's home base, or do you continue with the party to the top side?
No, I don't think Alestor would want to go back, because they're going to be like, oh,
everyone fucking died.
Where's your mom? Where's your grandpa? Like, where's your dad?
The only person they care about there is your grandpa.
As you ascend back out of the catacombs and into the city proper, you do indeed pass by the home base. You give it a single glance, and then you keep walking.
Yep.
It's a familiar sensation, one of leaving familiar things behind to walk your own path. It reminds you of your childhood, and of another thing, a recap.
Alestor just abandoned his family like his father did to him.
That's not at all.
It's the same thing. Absolutely equivocal.
Actually, what he's doing to Armin right now, by not telling him about what he does or his family, he is very much acting like his father.
Yep.
Fuck you. Shit, where did we start last session? We got the
just
last...
killed the rookies.
I think I was farting a lot. Sorry, that was it.
Yeah, we killed the last... we killed the last dude, the rookie, got his key, went back and talked to my grandpa, set everything up so we would go to the tomb. We opened up the tomb. Give me 1 second, I'm going to grab a soda.
We're giving him 1 second.
With cane sugar?
What?
No, not cane sugar. Cane syrup.
Cane syrup.
We got into the tomb. Am I missing anything between us talking to him and getting into the tomb?
I don't know.
The ritual.
Yeah.
You wanted to do your...
Oh yeah, he wanted to do the ritual, and I got my cousin to not do it. And Peepaw was very upset about it.
He was angry at you.
He was angry.
Well, we'll still hop in next loop.
Probably.
Thank you for reminding us how hopeless things
Gotta keep it real.
Well, more importantly, his dad's not going to remember all their bonding they did.
Yeah. Well, Animus will tell him a warped version of it.
Animus will tell him that he tried to bond with his son and failed, and Alestor rejected him, so...
Alestor took the flower cried back.
Yeah. Animus will tell him many horrible things.
Animus doesn't lie.
He's too self-righteous for that.
He'll leave out the part where you bonded and say that you killed him.
That would be lying.
No.
I didn't kill him.
You ripped his core out of him.
I didn't. He took out his own heart.
Well, that could be perceivably construed as not a lie.
If you force someone
It
to
is not
kill him,
continue to
I didn't force him to kill him.
Continue the flashback.
So we got into the tomb. We were looking around, found a bunch of shit. I found a blood knife that It's like a what's it called?
The Vorpal blade.
Yeah, the Vorpal blade that I can draw people's blood.
The
That's
Vorpal
pretty
blade.
cool. But then
Vorpal blade.
we got into the tomb, looked around, found a bunch of magic items, like a fuck ton of magic items.
We raided your family's tomb.
Yeah, but all of my family's urns were empty, but all the royal urns had blood in them still. We looked at the tomb for where the Kingmaker was. We tried to open it. Something was fucked up. Brad tried to open it, or 25 tried to open it, broke off one of the fingers, and it started pissing out blood.
Yeah. So, question. I have a question. Now that it's after the fact, and Kenji would not have had this idea in the middle of the fight. What would have happened if we messed with the royal urns and royal black blood? Would the King's Mold have reacted at all? Was it still trying to protect the blood?
The King's Mold was sealed inside the sarcophagus. It's sad to say, it was insane.
Okay.
It was a million different voices in one jar that had been held there for a very long time, given times of shenanigans. So.
Alright.
The last thing that they remembered was that they had to protect the Kingmaker. And that's the only thing that all the voices could agree on. Therefore, when you open the sarcophagus, that's what it does.
Alright.
But yeah, then my dad sacrificed himself by giving us his engine. We put it in place of the broken mechanics, and it opened up the tomb. And then the big old blob of blood that was my family popped out of the tomb. What do you call it? The King's Mold?
A King's Mold.
Yeah. Not a great time.
Your dad was like, "Hey son, should I kill myself?" And he said, "Sure."
It was more like, "No, do it." I have to. Okay, let's do it.
Man, come on, man.
What happened after you defeated the King's Mold?
We got the cog, and the cog disappeared. My grandpa was like, "Give me the cog," and we were like, "We literally can't." And he's like, "I don't care. This has been our family legacy. Give me the fucking cog." And we're like, "We literally can't." And then we fought him, and then he was about to hit me, and then my mom came up, stabbed him in the back, and I was like, "Ah, cool, my mom's saving me." And then she was like, "Hey, I need the cog."
I literally can't do
I'm
that.
starting to think you guys love the cause more than me.
And then Animus gets up and he stabs your mom and says, "Give me the call."
And then 25 stabs Animus.
It goes cold out. Give me the cog.
He goes out, so I have the call.
And then your father gets back up, stabs 35 and goes, "Give me the call."
That's right, if I'm still alive, so look at the way it goes with the fight, bro.
Vorpal blades murdered my mom.
Yes, it was awe-inspiring in a horrible way.
And then I left.
Yes.
And we cleaned house.
I figured that's what happened.
And now we're here.
And now this is where we're at. How quaint.
Walking topside.
So, do you all
Should we go surface side?
Yes, please.
just go full topside, no roleplay, no nothing, just go into the top?
I think we just walk.
I think we just want to get out of this
What if we go
graveyard?
to the bar
No.
and enjoy some Phalangish culture?
To the rabbit castle?
Kenji's losing his opportunity to steal an automobile.
Well, technically the last session we ended with Moonfall. I think we just are going backwards in time to make a cleaner transition. Instead I painted because you begged me not to steal an automobile.
I really did.
Did you paint an automobile though?
No, I just painted the city. I basically from like top view, like the crater, and inside the crater you can see the city.
You know what, Kenji? If you want your automobile, you can steal it. You can silver string it. I don't give a shit. It's fun.
Man, I surely this automobile will be with me next time I
It won't just respawn in this location in town.
Surely this automobile will
It's in
be.
his pocket, don't worry about it.
Right. The car keys might, but...
I will drag that automobile with me. I will go at
What
5.
happens if he dies in Moonfall while inside the car?
Is the car silver strong?
Yes.
What happens if
Does it come to the clock tower?
if I hit a deer with the car while it's over strong, does it stay damaged forever?
The deer or the car?
The car.
No. The deer?
Also, no. Time loop shenanigans. The deer is fine in every
I don't
timeline.
think so.
It's a canon event.
No!
Robert canon event. That's it. In every
did you see the movie? At 2099.
I saw it with Chris.
Yeah. Good shit.
Alright, so let's go outside then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jay chilling, overlooking the city.
Well, you got a few hours yet before moonfall. But, we can just, if you want to.
But anybody have anything specific they wanted to talk about?
Did you want to talk with him?
Talk with,
No, we have a plan, remember?
yeah.
A plan.
So, you were all
That's
big brain,
right? Is that what you're talking about, Gabe?
Yes.
Spear?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
You're talking about the plan. The plan's here.
It's part of the plan. It's part of the plan.
You know.
The plan is...
It's not fine. Yeah.
The plan is larger than the sphere. I'm
I find 25. I'm here. I find 25.
Alright, so you're all topside now. You're just awaiting moonfall.
Does Animus have any comments on our situation?
Animus. Oh, I was going to talk to Animus real quick.
Yes, you may speak to him.
Animus.
Give me your Gorbaki remembrance.
We gave him to you last time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you ripped up
you ripped up
Father.
I'm keeping.
Well, I wanted to redo his art anyway, so.
Well, can you silver string a piece of his father? Can you silver string?
Take his hand.
No!
If you want me to come back in one piece, you better.
Yeah, why would I do that? Why would I silver string like you?
Well, imagine if he tries to kill you again.
You would get like a new hand though. I assume Anna's wouldn't be like, fuck you, you lost a hand, no more hands for you.
No more hands.
Not people, buddy.
Someone has to put
What's a pile of hands on his workbench? Not fixable.
I think it's horrible.
Talking to him.
Well, while I'm pacing, I want to ask Animus if he's ever painted before. Animus, have you ever painted before, rather than like taking one of your fancy little sun snatcher things?
You mean a photograph?
Yes, that.
Painted. No, I can't really say that I painted in the traditional sense, but I like to think that
So it's enough.
my works of art are greater in the physical space.
Do you want to try painting?
How much time do we have before moonfall?
4 hours.
Sure. Seems quite enough time. Are you sure you want to spend your final hours with me?
Oh, well, I'd reverse that question to you. Don't you want to go scheming around, trying to get more information?
Kenji's first heart of it.
Getting more information on us. So
your words wound me. Although I will say, I desire my final hour for myself, but until that moment comes, I will be delighted to paint you.
Alright. And I'll get a canvas there and I'll sit to the side of him.
I must say, working alongside you, Benjamin, has been an eye-opening experience. I've learned many things, and I hope to say that you have as well.
Well, it's still Lord of the Rings, so it's like I never saw myself working alongside.
As dwarf or an elf. What about a friend? I could imagine that.
But it's not like that because we're still not friends.
We're still friends.
That's more like a reaction between you two.
But Kenji's always like alongside friends, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, sure.
Softlock approaches you all, raises a hand like he wants to say something, and then shakes his head.
Big man.
Sophos? Do you want to try painting?
No.
Don't be shy, you can ask.
In my experience, crafting and sculpting is one of my forte. I don't quite have the coordination. He says kind of in like, I don't know, he seems like he's in a mood.
Can I enable the people by setting up a moonbeam as a free moon shower?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Plop one down in the middle of the giant cavern.
No, not in the. I just like, you know, shoot it into the public square. I guess I probably don't want to go down there because my face is too recognizable.
Blast into the public
Yeah.
At the end of a superhero movie, you got the light.
It also strikes you that the moon is much closer than it used to be.
My mom is like hyper powerful.
As the moon's getting closer, Kenji's going to be trying to look at the moon for that city that was apparently seen in the reflection.
Kenji's burning his eyes like when there's a lunar eclipse.
You can't tell if it's because it's obscured by clouds or the massive halo of flame that is beginning to envelop the moon. But you don't see any signs of the city on its surface. Certainly nothing bright, tall, and shining like what you saw.
You were the only one that saw that, right?
It was us too. We told you about it.
You told us about it. Just 25, I don't think, saw it.
Animus is painting a tall figure with vertical horns on either side of his head. Seemingly from memory.
The Colossus.
He's asking.
I won't.
No, ask now.
25 is just like laying on the ground near the rest of the group, staring at the moon.
The figure seems to be raising a hand, a fist clenched towards a bright, white, circular object in the sky. As if it enacted defiance.
Get off my sky, you damn moon.
A few more hours pass. He has finished his painting. I think I will take this one with me, if that's okay with you.
Nick should have paid me back for the art, for the Wildpost next time we see each other.
He tosses you.
God damn, that's not what I meant, you piece of shit.
He pulls out. No? Okay.
Whatever.
Well, he turns to face the group. I wish you all farewell. It has been nice cooperating with you all. Faust nods. Truly, it was nice to get to know you all.
Insight check? I don't believe him.
Our dynamic felt a little one-sided. I felt like we were pulling the brunt of the labor over here.
Animus turns to Alestor.
It felt like you guys are all supporting characters in our story.
Alestor. He puts his hand on your shoulder. I want you to know that you did the right thing. All of this, is beyond us. Our personal problems, our family, it is the number one priority. Do you mind if I speak with you for a moment? He pulls you aside, and he proceeds to whisper some things to you that the party is not getting to hear.
Oh.
At the end, he offers you a handshake.
I shake his hand.
Then it is done. He says, loud enough for everybody to hear. Alright, but it's
It's like the cat from the Puss in Boots movie.
Alestor joined Animus.
I leave you all to your final life.
Betrayal arc.
Betrayal arc.
Yeah, we're gonna have to kill you now. We're gonna have to...
Alestor's actually the arc villain for...
He just gives you all like a very stiff bow as he turns to leave. Salvos. Waves like a big...
I think you need to oil your joints.
I waved to Salvos from the ground.
Lissa also goes without
anything.
She's a doll.
It is, yeah. She's a doll.
Oh man, I don't know. Okay. As a joke, I feel like I would want to paint a smiley face on her porcelain face. It's just like, is it blank or it's like a?
I think it's like blush or something.
She would try to kill you.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah, never mind. For some reason I thought it was like a blank face, and I was gonna try and paint a smiley face on it.
Give her anime eyes.
Yeah.
Big anime eyes.
I'm gonna draw it like in the manga.
In the manga.
Can you say it would be funny to people because if you did, they'd have like huge heads and googly eyes.
And as the earth burns to the ground, what do we all spend our final moments doing?
Same thing. Laying on the ground, watching the moon.
I'd probably go by the beach. Is there any life in the waters?
Yeah, there's like some fish.
I'm tossing salmon snacks.
Crabs. Okay.
Cannibalism.
Speaking of freshwater.
Sorry.
Kenji's gonna like talking to Kari. So next time we meet up, you're gonna have to tell me is this memory? Will the previous time feel like a dream within a dream, or is it all gonna just feel like one dream?
She opens her mouth as if she's starting to have the answer, and so the father's should I keep a dream journal?
Yeah. Or I'll take out my leftover string here. Hold this and string that journal up. So it'll stay the same.
I couldn't possibly take anything else from you.
Well, what am I going to use for? I don't use items.
Well, you have that. Don't you like? Someone told me you do like something weird with them.
I'm good.
Make a newspaper that and permanently kill someone.
You don't want to save it for later or something?
You're worth it. You're fine.
If you say so.
Yeah. And I had it my last string.
I wish I had a journal right now.
I mean, surely someone has some form of writing device with them, right? Or
I do.
Apparatus.
Yeah.
I will rip a handful of pages out of a notebook and give them to her.
Let's go start saying, I guess. And she snaps her fingers until one of them becomes a light, and she uses it to burn the words into the page. Very precise.
As 25 is pulling a pen out of his backpack. Oh.
Waxing behind her in flames like her captive.
With a pen.
It rotates around, sticks to your face, and
You're fumbling with a bag, and
I haven't used this in a long time. Okay.
Hundreds of pens fall out of your bag, and you're like, oh no, shit.
In the past 3 days, my brother and I saved the country from ruin. Maybe.
Does that inspire hope, you would say?
She's already inspired.
Damn. We're at 4.
She's a permanently lit up socket there.
Hold on. If
I'm moonbeaming peasants, does that count as returning hope?
As I see a giant moon about to kill them in the sky, it's very obvious.
She takes a moment.
Do I return hope to the fish by giving him salmon eggs?
She is. What about Kyrie's drawing you? Kyrie's drawing you on one of the pages. She's drawing you.
But
does she say that, or is she just?
You can see her doing it.
Oh.
She's not being secretive about it, but she doesn't say it or anything.
Yeah. Or no, Kenji notices, he'll get awkward and start trying to look candid.
Trying to pose.
She gives you a weird look. Shakes her head.
The thinker.
Yeah, Kenji can't.
Kenji's I just casually.
Yeah, Kenji's trying to decide on a pose. He keeps changing. He can't decide.
Do you think I should include the giant object of doom in the background, or
the flaming moon?
I mean, you could make me lifting it out of the sky. That'd be cool.
No, I don't think that's right.
You do those people do with dumb landmarks where they act like they're holding them.
Yeah, but you wouldn't do that. I would remember you as you were.
Can you look through the side kind of ashamed because he would totally do that?
If only we had a camera right now.
Alright, anything else? I guess Nimbus is feeding the zoo animals. 25, are you spending your time?
Yeah.
Well, hanging out at the top of the mountain still, just laying down where we were. Just watching the moon fall.
What about you, Alestor? How are you spending your final moments? Before moonfall, I should say.
Finding a dark corner away from people.
Sorry, it's a circular room. I like how Kenji just accidentally mentioned being sacrilegious, or trying to be sacrilegious, by acting as the Colossus and holding the moon.
It's fine.
And as the world caves in.
Well, that's the title of the song.
Bring hope to the fish. Go.
I'm trying so hard to bring hope to the fish.
As the moon
I need to find a way to give this to you before the Fallen Arch starts.
What is it?
The
face spinner. I can't think of a logical reason as to why 25 would think to give it to you.
I assume it's tied to the fate of us or something like that.
Well, he carries it, so would he still have it when you re-find him?
Is the string of the necklace a silver string?
The necklace itself is an object of fate. You don't need to string it.
Okay. Well, I was gonna ask Never mind.
Like, a 25 would still have it when he found it.
Yeah.
So.
He's returning.
For whatever reason, 25 doing nothing, but Nimbus like throwing hook to people, and he just like Silverstone is popping out.
Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is happening? I think obviously Kirby buries it.
Yeah.
The moon
He wears it.
fades to black, then fades to white. You are back in the ethereal clock tower. Another cog sits upon the numerous pegs in the wall of the gates.
That makes
How many?
What, 6?
You should have 5 now.
8? That makes 9, right?
There are 9 total.
Well, we have 9.
We have 5.
Yeah, we actually have 10, right?
We found the 10th one. The DLC
Secret
content.
Uh,
We wake up in the clock tower.
Yeah.
Anyone want to waste their time talking to Faust, or should we get out the door?
I'll always talk to him.
Get out the door.
Yeah. I'll walk up to his cage, or his prison.
His cage? He's got a box in the middle.
Martial artist, I see it as a cogabon.
I thought he was saying mashallah, like...
Yeah, we're making good progress.
in the name of Allah.
It certainly would seem that way. I hope you haven't been making any enemies along the path.
Nothing that lasts longer than a loop.
I mean, yeah.
We shall see. We shall see. Have you ever given me martial arts?
Oh, sorry, I'm fresh out.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You're feeding an addict.
Do any of you guys have silver string that you're willing to part with?
I still look forward to our little game.
I'll give you one. 25 will give you one of his.
But information comes at a price, my heroic friend. One for me,
Yeah, he
Oh,
costs
that's right,
two.
it's 2. Yeah, sure, fuck it.
Here, don't bother.
Alright, we each give him one.
I mean, this is an entirely optional thing, guys.
No.
Actually, I don't think any good items are treasure or anything. But this is entirely optional. Yeah, just double check. You guys are fond of that? I don't want to feel like I'm forcing you.
No, like, that was the intention. We each gave you one for this.
Yes, one for me.
And God's claw reaches out to grab it. You have to.
Well, yes, I do.
Oh, that's right. You actually have to.
Cole carries physical ones.
You open too. You just asked.
No, I prefer them unwritten down. So that I
I'm
can
going to
lose
lost in
them.
my backpack.
I mean, you can leave them on the table.
No. Then Cole would actually accidentally take them.
Now,
Fair.
light yours on fire.
Accidentally. Cole fully aware that they are Kenji's. You know what?
Smoking them.
Let the smoking venom me.
Do you indeed light the silver string on fire?
Yeah.
It burns away into silver smoke. It clouds you in your mind. The more of these you burn, the closer you feel to that point in the past. So intangible, so distant, yet somehow closer each time. This time you are met with feelings of warmth and familiarity that quickly sour into feelings of betrayal. You feel that they're close. Not even just emotional, but in a physical sense. And then they fade.
God, the fumes, the smoke hurts. Yeah.
They're not supposed to.
That one was different.
Yeah.
It may have been there. I can't say.
So you don't control what information you give?
Then you'll remember something.
I mean, if you're the only one who remembers them, are they really mine?
You are cleverer than I can be. Credit for your martial arts.
Answers and information. A process, yes.
Mm-hmm.
My new class, Fleever. I can tell you many things. You simply have to let me out. If you don't, then the mysteries stay mystery.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, I'm down to let him out.
No.
We still don't know why he's in there.
You don't choose one, you don't know.
Yeah. Oh, are there any new techniques in my arsenal, or do I just choose from the existing ones?
Still existing.
Maybe they're waiting for you.
They're coming! They will be coming!
Coming soon. New techniques.
I want to come in you.
Oh.
Alright, gang, anything?
I want to talk to Alestor.
Did say he was missing a top to screw in last time.
That's the thing. So first I want to ask you about what the
If
deal
a
was
piss
with
means
Animus.
something serious,
Out of
what does a
curiosity.
poop mean?
No.
Something silly as a foot.
You'll come to find out shortly.
Is this conversation loud enough for Kenji to hear?
No, this would be quiet. Like we give you the strings, and then I would like back
You'll
up.
come to find out shortly. I promise it's nothing negative towards the group or our goals.
Noted.
Before we go back, in case things change, I grabbed this for you.
Why?
Here.
Do you drop it, or do you just like hold it out?
I hold it out to you.
Okay, I'll wait for Gabe to get back. Alright, I asked Alestor about his conversation with Animus, and he said it's not important.
Okay.
Not important, and it won't affect you.
And then he pulls out the spear.
Sorry for Biz, Alestor.
Also, I said, hey, in case things change, and I don't get the opportunity to do this again, I wanted to give this to you, because it seemed like you wanted it.
Bro.
Okay, I will grab the spear from him.
Okay. It's like electricity. The instant it touches your fingers, you feel familiar fear and anxiety surge through your body. It feels like you're transported for a moment into the past. There's a waiting period as your storyteller pulls up his note. No, I don't want the Sentinel's Guide to Martial Discipline. I don't want my fucking shit. Come on. Everyone's favorite song is better.
Ooh, none of these. Not bad. I forgot to roll HP, oh my god.
The sick squelch of blood and torn flesh calls you into the past. You are standing in an extravagant ballroom, staring in horror up a flight of stairs as Radabon pulls his spear out of the case. The next few moments blur together, but you remember the important beats. Radabon declaring that the Sentinels are independent. A call to war on the nobility. You make a false promise to him, then grab him by the neck once you're close. You pick up his fallen spear and hold it firmly to his chest. Radabon stares at you, making no attempt to fight back. Once a dog, always a dog, I suppose. Have you no desire to evolve past your role? Find your true purpose? Kill me and your one hope for freedom dies too.
What kind of freedom comes from just killing every person that disagrees with you? You're just sowing more chaos.
Not disagreements, but oppressors. Those who stand between us and our goal will be met with unyielding force.
There are always going to be oppressors of some kind, but you can't just kill every person that you come across.
Not every person that I come across, just the oppressors. No, he doesn't say that. Suddenly a voice cuts out of the chaos. You hear it easily, just like you always do. My sentinel, help! Telstra is seen barely holding back a sentinel with a sword who is attempting to gut her with it. Radabon's eyes alight with fire. Hold, soldier! Then he quickly snaps his head back to you. We were made for war, Sentinel. Fighting is all we know, but that doesn't mean that war is all we are. Something in his tone sounds desperate. We can fight. We can fight to find new meaning. We can fight to protect the future. We can evolve past our careers.
They think they're better than us, sitting upon their gilded thrones, and he motions to the corpse of the mad king, slumped over in the blood-stained seat. But they bleed and die, the same as us. Time will forget them, just as they thought it would to us. Don't you get it? We're all the same, but we are not created that way. Join me. Fight to level the playing field. Fight to discover your own purpose, not just the one that they, and he motions to Telstra, gave to you. The sentinel with the sword jabs at Telstra. Don't you dare hurt the commander. If you kill him, she's as good as gone. Telstra calls out loud and clear.
My sentinel! Aegis! Don't kill him, please! He's trying to make you like him. I know you're better than that.
I will. So holding the spear to Radabon. I'm not joining you. We are leaving, and that is the end of it. Let her go, and I will spare your life.
As soon... hold on a minute. I'm lost here.
He for war.
As soon as you... Radabon gives you a nod, and as soon as you release him, the sworded soldier attempts to renew his assault on Telstra, but Radabon stops him. I told you to hold, soldier! But he is one of us. He is our brother. No matter how misguided, he made his choice. If he chooses to live, let him live. If he chooses to throw away his life like those others, he motions towards the commotion on the ground level. Several sentinels have been killed or broken to pieces by Radabon's forces. Then we will kill him. But we will respect his choice. As you turn to leave, Radabon says to you, one last chance, soldier.
With my back still to him, I will just drop the spear to the ground. And then I'm going to walk over and pick up Telstra. I'll turn back to him and go, you keep saying to make my own choice, and this is what I'm choosing. If you follow us, I will kill you. I've proven I've bested you once. I will not be so merciful next time.
Very well. I hope you are still satisfied with that choice when the throne you are defending has long since been buried, and you are left with nothing in your hands but blood and dust. And like that, you're brought back into the light.
So, remind me, is 25 like mentally gone but physically present for this whole thing,
yes.
Or is it instantaneous?
He is mentally gone for like the cognitive amount of space that it would take for that to unfold.
Oh, gotcha.
Did he physically drop his spear? It's not like walking into a wall.
I imagine he drops the spear, but he does not walk.
Yeah, I pictured he like grabs it and then just like kind of drops it and goes limp.
He's like in a cutscene, but the stuff is broken. Like, do not follow.
Alright.
Keep it over quickly.
Alright. I will bend down and pick up the spear a second time.
It's still, there's a little bit of that static electricity clinging to it. Jolt of shock when you pick it up, but it's not as strong. It's not as jarring. You're a little numb to it.
Definitely just picturing Alestor just handed him the spear and then he just dropped it and like head just fell. Alright, so I pick it up, feeling staticky. I'm never gonna get used to those fucking flashbacks. Ugh.
So what happened this time?
You guys remember killing Radabon in the Dreamscape area? So I didn't, obviously. That's weird. I threatened him though. I could have. Which means a lot of events would have unfolded very differently if I did.
To be exact, you both let each other go.
But I want the fucking, you know. Like, I have to kill him.
But if I had killed him back then, there wouldn't have been this civil war.
and a lot of other shit. So because I let him live, all of the calls basically got massacred. So it's cool to know.
Do you hear that right again?
Yeah.
So because I let Radovon live, the Civil War happened next, or shortly after, which is what killed all of your family.
And because you brought Telstra to Rheinvale.
We freed the Gibraltus, which is what killed her parents.
So it's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Only one person left.
And your dad killed Sholsien's dad?
No.
My dad was attempting to kill Sholsien's dad, but Percy managed to convince him that they were more important things. So it never actually happened.
But I
And then
indirectly...
Kenji's just on his own.
Yeah, and about 5 years ago, you met this guy on the road, and he told him, hey, if you ever heard of a song, you should force him to follow your particular set of martial arts rules. And he should never allow him to ever stray from that path.
But I indirectly killed your parents and most of his family. Cool.
The response now.
Well, how am I supposed to respond? Finding out that
Well, no,
the
I
person I have been accompanying is...
You were supposed to kill him.
Yeah,
I know.
and it tried. It would have been justified.
But... That was different.
Do you want to go now? No. I think you got yourself sorted out, right?
I'm just not going to look at 25. I gave you the spear, because I
Well,
felt like...
so you handed it to me, I grabbed it, and then
I
dropped
killed
it upon, like, going
Tim,
into...
I killed your family.
Yes, Alestor, I killed your family.
I mean, still can directly kill your family.
What if I kind of just, like, stares off?
That's like saying
And
Nimbus killed a bunch of frog people with a wind wall.
That did happen.
Oh. But it wasn't intentional.
Well, he didn't intentionally create a civil war. It's like a trolley problem. You can't blame him for not changing the traffic on.
I'm not blaming 25. I never said that. I never said.
What else?
Sorry. Did you put your foot on my shirt?
Yeah, I did.
I don't care.
We're going to try to shove you towards Gabe's chair, so your foot would hit it.
But I never said I blamed 25.
No one said you did.
That doesn't mean I'm not at least slightly distraught that the death of my family could have been prevented.
Sorry to hear that.
A lot of deaths could have been
No,
prevented.
that's...
The death of a nation could have been prevented, is the more apt way to put it.
I looked down at the hope necklace.
No, hold on. That's not something Kenji would say. That's not something Kenji would say. That is something Robert is making the observation for. Kenji would not say that.
I bring about a lot of this hope, don't I? Alright. 25 is going to start making his way over to the door.
Take a pass through the gates.
Hold on. Well, shouldn't we like plan out where we're going next?
Oh yeah. Well, I just start like walking over there. I don't go through the door yet.
Well, it's now just us and Gormak and his cogs, right?
You know where they all are.
It's the train, it's Frostdeep, and it's Morgul. Yeah. The train is not a persistent location, though, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Which makes it a problem.
Well,
Interesting problem.
do you want to go after the one we know the most about? Do you want to go after the one we know the least about, or do you want to go after the train?
If we get the train, that prevents a lot of their movement.
Might slow down their process with dealing with some of the other ones.
It might also slow down communication between Morgul and Frosty if we attack one of those after. I'm fine going after the train.
How about the train?
Nimbus?
Train.
Nimbus, I was not paying attention. Alright, so, the train it is then.
Stop that.
Alright, who wants to go to the pearly caves?
Before I do, I'm actually going to take off the fate spinner. And I'm going to hand it to Nimbus. You know, it's like, I'm not really feeling hopeful at the moment. I don't think I should be carrying that.
And I bring all this weight on me.
I'm sorry. And then I'm gonna walk through.
You enter the Golden Gates. Do you give up hope?
Not yet. I'm not feeling good right now, but no.
Are you holding on to the hope that your past can be forgotten, forgiven even?
Preferably forgotten.
Alright, 25. You pass on to the next group.
I probably follow him as more of a, like, I'm trying to stop him so we can talk about the fate center thing, but I just end up following behind him.
Okay. You may level up your character, reset your items. If anything isn't so strong, then you know the deal. Nimbus! You pass the gates. Do you give up hope?
Well...
What little you
No.
Does your desire for justice continue for those who have wronged you in the past?
Yes.
Alright.
Nimbus gives up. Total wrench.
Reset your items as desired. Not as desired, sorry, as required.
Who else they need to enact justice upon?
25 for killing her parents.
The world itself.
Sorry, I needed a way to give that to you, and this felt like the most organic way to do it.
If you two guys are Sholsien, who proceeds to just walk through the gates?
Peace out, bitches.
As he always does.
I forget that Sholsien's still here.
Well, do you want to talk about it at all?
Talk about what?
Him? At 25?
No, I don't think there's a lot to talk about. Getting too emotionally involved with it might complicate things anyway.
Wouldn't distancing yourself also cause problems though?
Emotionally stable Kenji.
It would cause less problems than getting too close to you guys.
So that's what you think.
Shit, man.
Fuck all y'all is what Alestor said.
Is Alestor moving to the gate?
No, I'm gonna let Kenji go first.
No, I want to talk. I want to talk about this, but you can say if you want.
Yeah, I'll stay and listen to what Faust has to say for once.
Sorry.
Call my brother.
My bad.
My brother.
My bad, too.
Those have to think Alestor just killed his mom and his grandpa and watched his dad die. He's not feeling very emotionally vulnerable to attachment.
Are we talking to Faust then?
Yes. I know my job at least. It's just a quick, like, 2 seconds.
I'm gonna walk over and listen to this conversation.
You may say process.
So, Faust, there is one thing I have to agree with the party on, at least when it comes to you. Why are you so vague with why you're in here?
Information is power, and when your freedom is in a box, you want what little power you still have, just to feel like you're in control, at least.
I feel like if I were in the cage, I would be doing everything I could to try and get out, even if that means giving up all that power I supposedly thought I had.
I am doing all I can to get out. Our methods are just different.
Do you think you'll get out then, without telling them? I don't think you're being very convincing.
I think that an opportunity may come, and when that opportunity comes, I will be prepared.
I'm sure. I trust you.
I've got all the time I need, Kenji. I'm not giving up my bargaining chips just yet.
Hey, whatever you think is best for you.
Yes, and whatever you think is best for you, hero.
That's what I always do.
Kenji were in a cage, he would simply break out.
If Kenji were in a cage, I would be in a cage. If Kenji were in a cage, he'd simply leave.
We'll simply leave.
Yeah, they can't legally keep me. They didn't ask for my consent.
Do you have any further questions you wish for me to evade, martial artist?
I mean, you just answered my only question, and that's that you debate them.
Very well.
Alestor, do you have anything?
Alestor's like, come on, man, get out of here.
I'm gonna look at Faust and say, I never liked you. I'm pretty sure that was wholly obvious.
He just looks at you.
And my life will be so much better not having to see you ever again. Let's go through the door, Kenji.
I'll Kenji walk out.
Farewell, Alestor.
Kenji trusts Alestor not to do anything with Faust.
Peace out, bitch.
He also completely just missed that.
A knowing, crooked smile grows out of the darkness. It's the last thing you see.
It's like he's like a Cheshire cat, where you see like the gleam.
Well, here's the thing I was gonna do. If Kenji had heard that and recognized that he had made a deal with Animus, he would have recognized it because he had just felt a feeling of great betrayal wash over him.
Well,
but since he didn't hear any of the conversation, nor did he see anything happen with him and Animus, he has no fucking clue.
I don't know, his line is pretty spot on. I was like, well, Faust over there, never seen you again.
Kenji just assumed, oh, we're going to get all the cogs this loot.
Oh, Kenji, you walk through the golden gate. You give up hope that you can still save the future. You give up hope of seeing your sister again and having her be the same person you met last time.
Now, why the fuck would I ever do that?
Very well.
No reason I'd ever give up hope.
Never said at all?
And your items
It
in
could
gold.
never, ever happen.
Someone offers him 21 gold.
You enter the golden gate.
Yep.
Do you give up hope that your future can be changed?
Yes. I'm done. I'm done with this loot bullshit. I'm damn tired of seeing people around me die.
Very well. Fate and darkness for you.
There's a point where if this was like a video, you'd have like the minifigures all set up and the like light spotlight on Alestor would flicker and go out.
Yes.
No, this is the anime ending where they play the
And then
sad
you see a
song.
different spotlight in the distance on some.
Yeah, remember the sad song? Like, 2 episodes later in the Redemption arc, he's going to play the anime opening in the middle of the episode.
You assume the Fallen Arch will be 2 episodes. I think you were surely mistaken.
I consider one session like 8 minutes of runtime.
Oh, I pictured each session as an episode.
No, that'd be such a boring show. We get so little done in the session.
Right, but sessions are like 4 hours condensed down to 30 minutes of screen time.
Even then, I feel like for a show of our campaign, like we have to have 3 sessions to an episode for it to be
Probably.
You all, most of you, arrive back in Clocktown Square. Something feels different when you awake.
I like help 25 up. We do like the bro grip. Cause I'm a rabbit, so I hop right up.
Alright.
You hop right up, but it's because I weigh 4 times as much as you do. It's a lot less of you pulling me up.
I'm like leaning backwards, trying to like pull my weight into it.
25 is holding on to your hand while he gets up himself.
So under the train then, right? Is Alestor not starting with us again? Is he off sneaking around?
There is someone else in a town square who's lying flat on the ground, seemingly waking up as if they were asleep. Where Alestor usually is, you see a squat-looking Engin with a tired-looking face. He's got a few simple farm tools on a belt. He's got a handkerchief tied over his head, and his hands are caked with dirt. He seems to be coming to consciousness.
Do I see anything on his hand?
Yes. On his hand, there is a shining white symbol. A bracket up here, a bracket here, and a number. That is exactly one number higher than the one that you saw in Alestor.
It's like 265, I think. This one was 212.
I thought you were like 272.
Regardless, it's one higher than whatever I was.
269.
273 on the back of the man's hand. Shining white, milky pale.
Hey, where? Guys, where's Alestor? Hey! Hey! Guys!
It looks like he's giving up hope.
Okay, we're gonna go up to the man on the ground and shake him awake.
He shakes awake, he begins muttering a few phrases in all.
Hey!
I'm gonna be late.
Where's Alestor?
Where am I?
Where's Alestor?
Most of you don't understand what he's saying. Only Nimbus gets to, because he's speaking in awful tongue.
Kenji, put the man down.
He's on the ground.
He's on the ground. He scrambles up and looks around panically.
I've also still got the book, so he does understand me, regardless if I am speaking common to Kenji.
Yes. What? Where are my children? What's going on? Where's my family? And he looks at you, Kenji. He grabs you by the shoulders and begins to shake you. Where are my family?
I'm gonna take him off Kenji. Is he like a small Engin or is he like a medium size?
He's like a short.
They come in small and medium. So I'm just wondering if he is
He's on the shorter side of average.
Okay, so he's shorter than me though, and I'm just gonna be like, buddy.
Baby. I'm baby.
And he looks around. His eyes are wild. You think his mouth is foaming slightly.
Look. At your hand. You have a curse.
And as he looks at his hand and looks up at you, you hear a single sound, a gunshot, as a hole tears through his hand. It begins to bleed. Blood splatters across your face and your chest. And another gunshot through his neck, and he's silent. He falls limp, slumped over in your arms.
Can we make where the
Can I perceive who's the...
There's a train that has pulled up in the station next to Clock Tower Square. The Silver Bullet, Animus' train. There are far more large and scary-looking guns on it this time. And as you look around, you see red eyes appearing from alleyways and sewers, and from every direction around you,
Direct. Just like before.
A large squad of Gormakina cultists emerge from the shadows.
Well, guys, we're getting our call early this time.
The doors of the train hiss open with bursts of steam, and even more soldiers, heavily armed, heavily armored, large automatic, modern guns on their arms and shoulders, pour out like water in a flood out of the train. A tall figure stands on top of the train, arms folded gently behind his back as he turns to look at you all.
I'm going to shout, Animus! Any response?
He's just looking at you, waiting for you to say something besides his name.
Can we talk without me shouting across the entire square?
I think it's better to talk from a safe distance. Oh, I'm sorry if my cautiousness offends you, but I think it is time that we face what we truly are to each other.
Can I cast spontaneous combustion on him?
You may.
Time we face what we truly are.
What are the
Explodes.
mechanics for that, though? Because it's your homebrew one.
You must
Is
attempt to cast it
A riz save.
Because someone is going to attempt to shoot you, as you do so.
Oh, it doesn't use counterspell it.
No, Gib doesn't use counterspell.
Counterspell. I didn't do that.
Nimbus, you raise your
You guys are
hand
designed to do that.
to cast spontaneous combustion, and you are surprised to find one of your fingers gets blown off. What? Why did we change this?
That's
I'm sorry. One of your fingers gets blown off when you attempt to cast the spell. Animus says, I'm sorry, I thought we were attempting to talk about this.
We are, though, like, but...
Are we fighting or are we talking then?
Can we talk first?
Yes, you may.
What kind of agreement did you make with Alestor?
That is his business and mine, not yours.
I gestured to the now dead guy on the ground next to me. I feel like it's all of our business.
Hey, they made an agreement?
He is not important. He stands of little value to me. So, eliminating variables. I told you that's what my business is in. Offer up your lives. Give up your positions as chosen. That is my deal for you. Now that all the cogs are in one of our hands, I think it is finally time for us to truly face what our relationship means to each other. I truly wish that we could have cooperated. Together I thought we would be unstoppable, but I feel that our ideals were unreconcilable.
Do I see any of the other generals in the area?
Sophos is on the train. He is not looking at you all.
His father isn't here either?
No, his father's not here.
Okay.
How far away is he from us?
A good 120 feet or so.
Considerable distance is what I mean.
Yeah, a very clear distance for some of us.
There are about 20 or more ready actions waiting for you. Sorry, that's
I still was showing the spear when we were in the clock tower.
Okay.
I'll specify that.
that's the lowest. Sorry, it's more like I'm scratching the low point of 100 ready action.
That's fine.
Is it like all the other just like people around us? It's like
There is no one else in the square. It is just you and his men.
Now what? We fight?
spontaneous combustion again.
All right. As all hell breaks loose.
Yeah. Oh,
I will draw them all and bash the closest one to me.
The forces of Vormachina descend upon you like floodwater upon a broken dam. You manage to last about 12 or 18 seconds, but you quickly are overwhelmed by this numbers and pure force. You find yourself dead and bleeding out very soon. You are re-met by a fade to black and then a fade to white. You are back in the clock tower.
So if I like pops up.
God damn it. Alright.
We try again.
Yeah. Do you want to try and get out of the situation now, or do you want to try and take out Animus, or just get onto the train?
We're going to be shot 50 times when we open our eyes.
I'm pretty confident I can make a run behind cover and then try and maneuver through them to the train or out of the area if we need to.
We don't have a silver noose that we could use on Animus.
I could wild shape.
Wild shape. You should just run, like, instantly.
Do you have any warping spells?
No.
You could wild shape into, like, a fly and just disappear.
Yeah.
We gun it for the train.
If you need a polymorph us, we can do that too. You and I can since we're ready for it this time, you and I can at least last a solid 30 seconds with our resistances or so.
We rush Animus on the train. We give Nimbus 30 seconds to get out, and then we go from there.
Yeah. And after 30 seconds, we make a break for it as well.
Okay.
Ready?
Maul in hand.
Kenji's taking a running pose as he's going to the door.
What's the rabbit guy doing?
He's knees to chest in the corner.
I'm gonna just pick him up and take him through. He can give up hope when he gets through. I'm not dealing with this whole explaining shit.
Not dealing with the child.
As you all jump through the gates one more time, you barely register that a new person that replaces the Engen man that you just saw, because you immediately burst into battle. You don't even make it halfway to Animus before you're gunned down. There's a split second, Nimbus, where you manage to wild shape into a different creature, but one of his warlocks steps out of the shadows and casts Dispel Magic before you are quickly eaten by gunfire.
Is wild shape considered magic? It's innate to my druidicness. I got a spell.
Come on. Are you really trying to win this?
I land on Animus and he fucking...
You don't even make it to Animus.
You get hexed on spawn by one of the warlocks, so they know exactly where you are and they shoot you down.
It's like a snap of fingers and you're back inside the clock tower again.
Alright. Okay.
We made it further.
Yeah, let's keep going. We'll make progress. Animus is the only one there who can adapt. None of the other ones have memory.
What if I turn to the rust creature and spit on his train?
We have to get you to the train first.
I can fit pretty far.
120 feet.
Can you wild shape beforehand? Before we go through the door?
I don't know how that would work.
You gonna try?
Sure.
Hi, new guy. Bye, new guy.
Well, Kenji has a thought, I'm not leaving this guy. And so this time he's gonna try and immediately pick up whoever is with us and try and drag them to cover.
This time it's a young cashew girl. Young as in a young adult, not quite as much a child, but...
Hi, Sholsien? Is he still here?
Sholsien's still here.
Okay.
Okay.
She looks like she doesn't quite understand what's going on.
Yeah. Kenji, if necessary, is gonna just try and drag her out and catch a bullet or two.
Sholsien is a level 11 sorcerer. Could he cast Dimension Door to put us right behind
We're not allowed to use it.
Animus?
Not in the time and space it would take for ready to actions to fire.
Okay.
Make a move.
Yeah. If he tries to cast a spell, he dies.
Right, we try again.
You sprint through the gate this time, full tilt, and you are met with the same response. Unyielding force. This time as you bleed out, Animus walks off the train, comes up to you as a group, and says, "You cannot outlast me. I've been here from the start of the loop. I've seen it all. I am the mountain, unyielding and tall. You are just like a storm, bright and full of fury, but your time must pass eventually. That time is now." At 25, just to spite you, he puts his fingers over your eyelids and pushes them down. Rude. You find yourself back in the clock tower.
Alright, so this time I'm going to go in. I'm going to try and frighten as many of them as I can. It'll make it harder for them to hit you guys.
No. That's Sholsien. No. Nothing comes of interfering with other people's business but trouble. I should have turned away from that fool of a frog and found my boot that cursed day. If my father thinks he could have saved the world, while his family was suffering right under his nose, then he's blind. He deserves his fate. He turns to you all. I'm not throwing my life away anymore. I'm not going to throw myself at this wall of gunfire anymore. I give up. I'm going home. Then he turns around before you get a chance to say anything. He's one of his
Is the young Engen girl in there?
It's a new person.
Oh, it's it. Okay. From this one, I'm trying to protect the person. So I'm also are you all right?
This new person is a Boglin. They don't even appear to understand what you're saying. There's too thick of a language barrier between the two of you.
all you see in their eyes is just fear and uncertainty.
I have a question. So if I silver stringed an item, does it come back to me in the clock tower if I'm not holding it when I die? Or is it just left wherever it is?
Items and stuff are not reset until you go through the gates and you respawn back in the world, basically. So if it's not in your hands when you die, it does not end up in your hands in the clock tower.
But it does end up in my hands in Clock Tower Square.
Yes.
Because I'm thinking...
What if someone else picks up its item?
Then... I don't know, it's hard to think.
So I'm wanting to wake up, spawn in, and throw the spear at Animus, but I don't want to lose the spear. I have javelins. I'll do that. When we spawn in,
I don't think you can throw... Maybe you can throw it from 20 feet.
With the javelin, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
But that's the plan. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to wake up and throw a javelin at Animus.
You sprint through the gates again. You manage to throw the spear at 25 before your body is destroyed into dust by gunfire. And you watch as it sails, your one final hope for making some progress in this terrible situation, and you watch in horror as Animus simply sidesteps the spear, and it sails past him.
Kenji struggling more. He's trying to grab 2 people now, try and drag them to the side.
They get harder to drag each time. You're not sure if the new people fight back more, if your burdens get heavier. Loop after loop, you're met with the same response. Death, bullets, bleeding out, spellfire, burnt to death, bullets, stamped into the ground, ran over by the train, bullets, pain, blood, darkness, and death. The pain does not lessen each time. Dying is still just as painful each time it happens. And the worst part is that you can feel it. You can feel yourself being whittled away at. The new people, their faces don't even register anymore. You take one glance at a hand and you see the number 320.
Alright, I think we're at the point where we basically need 2 of us to act as distractions here, and one person just get away. It doesn't matter if the other 2 of us get away anymore. We just need to be able to disrupt them somehow.
What else do we have to disrupt them with?
I think you and I just go all out, and if we...
I've been going all out.
I mean, we go before we've gone all. As far as I've known, I've been at least trying to live and make it through them. I'm saying we go in there with the intention to die, and she goes out with the intention to live.
There's no way for me to escape. I can't cast a spell before I'm already shot.
Gotta deal with it. Go all the way here. Is Faust observing / saying anything to this?
Faust has been silent every time.
Alright, that's 50 down.
Let's go.
Not quite 50. Since 2 people have been changing each time, it's only been about 25.
Motif. Okay, 25th time's the charm, guys. We got this.
25th time's the charm. Fuck it, we ball. Okay.
Again.
And
again. And again. And again.
You should try Fuck It We Ball on Animus. The Brotherhood curse.
I will step
Get him to blow on you.
You're shot before you get a chance.
Fuck It We Ball!
Yeah. Kenji's trying every combination of techniques you can think of out there. Every time we go out.
The most disheartening part, you can't even make it to it. It gets to the point where you are considering abandoning the strategy of fighting and just trying to run. Just trying to escape from the circle of death that has enveloped your...
I think that's the strategy that we've had for us 2 dying to escape.
Town point. And again. And again. And again. And again. You're starting to feel like you spend more time being dead than being alive. And again. And again. And again. You're back in the clock tower.
something you guys have taught me lately, especially previously, is that fine to trust allies. And we're being
who?
allies. And we're at the point where two of our allies are inconsistent every time. And it's not feasible to rely on them. There's one surefire person here we can rely on.
Ourselves?
Him. I'm not over to Faust's cage. Believe I will never give up hope. But we've got to try changing something up.
No. It's put there for a reason. Even if we don't understand it. Also, who's going to say these random people are going to agree to let him go? We all have to agree, remember? This person's already out the door.
That's true.
There's no chance to free him.
Well, what other option do we have?
Keep trying or give up.
We keep trying for now.
We've done this, 100 times?
The last number you saw was 421.
So about 75.
How are you two holding up?
I'm just thinking. Gotta be a way around this.
I can't let.
If there's no chance for any one of us to escape now, there's a new factor has to be mixed in here somewhere. I think we're getting to the point where adaptation is needed.
I'm okay with funding Faust now.
We can't.
Oh, that's true. Are the other two people, they already leave?
There's one. Yeah, they've already left.
When we summon at the clock tower next time,
We could just ask him.
we could just ask.
So if they want this to be over, he needs to be free.
No.
No?
No. There's a better answer than letting out Faust.
I'm out of ideas. Can't even fucking fight our way through this anymore.
Have there been no combative types that have come through, right?
There have been a few, but they don't last long.
Well, they're also panicked upon waking up that they die before they can register what's going on.
Imagine how you felt when you first entered the loop and you didn't know where you were, what was going on, what that thing was on your hand, and then you're given like 5 seconds to register that, and then you're shot.
I could deal with it.
Kenji's still different.
There must be a way out of this clock tower without ending up inside the circle of gunfire. There must be another way out.
What about that? What about outside? Like I point to like the literal window inside the clock tower of the town square.
It shows the town square being hit by the moon.
Yeah. Can we physically go outside this tower?
Can we try to break?
Can we do magic?
What do you mean?
Like, in this area?
You guys both.
Can I wild shape and just crawl into Faust's cage?
You could. I don't know why you want to.
I don't know.
You know what you could do? You could polymorph Faust into something small enough to fit through the bars.
I already told you, I'm not taking Faust to the cage.
I know, I'm just saying, like, as a last resort, could get him out without having to have the whole party here to agree.
He also has to consent to being polymorphed.
If it meant he could get out, you think he would turn it down? And we hear Faust over in the corner, I want in!
Ken's going to like try and
punch through this window?
It's unbreakable. It's unyielding.
It's like punching a wall.
You just bloody your knuckles.
Not like I really need these next loop.
At what point do we consider letting Faust out? Because I'm starting to lean there. If it just means something changes.
Let's get the people to stop leaving, or maybe we can get more help with consistency.
Do you go through the gates again?
Yeah.
Consistency never arrives. They're like leaves and fall, blustering and turning into wind and then gone.
Is Animus even saying anything to us at this point?
Nope. He just looks at you in the eyes. And his last words he said to you just echoed through your memory. He is unstoppable, he is tall, he is like a mountain, he cannot be overturned, and you are all like a storm, full of fury and strength, but ultimately capable of nothing. You cannot hope to overturn a mountain. Even in your blind lightning and thunder, it will still be there once you've passed over. You're back in the clock tower. The numbers don't even mean anything to you anymore.
You gotta do something. Like, even if nothing's changing at this point, if either of you guys left, it's not like it was any easier for one of us to escape. I think our only option is letting him out.
He could be worse than Animus.
He could also be better. He could be an ally.
Clearly, if he was locked in that cage by other people in the loop, he wasn't helping us.
Not by other people. You.
Yeah, it was at least me and Kenji. We don't know timeline exactly after that.
I think it has been revealed to us that it literally was us four and not him, and he replaced him.
But it was the four of us that.
It was, yes, us four.
Okay.
It was revealed to us in a dream.
Right.
Couldn't we have been wrong? We've been wrong before.
We've also had dreams that have been wrong before.
And you know what? We could be wrong again by letting him out.
It's true. I just don't have a better idea. I don't know if we want to put an end to this and stop dying. I don't love the idea, but it's something to be considered.
Out of character real quick, is there something Kenji should be realizing right now? Because Robert isn't realizing it.
We talked about this, Robert.
Because I said, because logically here, if Kenji gives up, it does not help either of them through here.
That doesn't have to be the end goal. Kenji knows there's another way out of the scenario. There's another way out of the clock tower that doesn't result in them being gunned down. He knows there's another way out, but it's just the last way out.
Never mind. Okay. I had thought that the decision would come after he's let out, but okay. I misinterpreted our order of operations here.
It's something to consider. I don't know, like, I feel like I've just been bashing my head against a wall. It worked up until this bullshit.
Does anyone have an extra silver string?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got one.
What if one of us strung ourselves and we all left?
What do you mean?
If everyone left the loop but one of us, I'm assuming we only have one silver string?
I've got 4.
Oh, you have 4. If it were possible to silver string someone, and then we left, I'm assuming we go back right to where we were.
Just like we were never chosen in the first place.
But if we are strong, we might still have
some memory.
Because this curse, he points to his arm, or misarm actually, is not the same as this curse. And he points to the curse of remembrance on his back. If we give up this curse, that doesn't mean we give up this one.
Gabe licking his lips.
It's worth a shot at least.
It's worth trying. Yeah. We don't know.
If I could, I told you guys I'll never give up hope, but I could leave the loop with a string and try and find a way back to you guys, or we could all leave. Well,
I'll just hand you one.
I'll wrap it around my finger. I'll see you guys next time.
This is gonna be like a genuine Nimbus hand on shoulder with Kenji.
Hey, and if it comes down to anything, I'm just gonna put it out there. I trust her far more than you in capabilities. She was the one who, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, she was the one who accepted my challenge in the first place. And Nimbus, whether you like this or not, you're a leader figure for the group. I know you haven't I know you didn't want to be like that, but at least the result of how I see it.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna give Kenji a hug. I agree with you.
Big old bro hug.
Big old bro hug. I agree. And then I'll step back and I'll shake your hand.
Hey, I'll see you guys in a minute.
Right?
Reball. What are you thinking, Nimbus? Same thing? String yourself, leave the clock tower? I guess.
Let's see how Kenji turns out before we start throwing more strings out.
Okay.
I'll be the hero here. I'll show up next time. Take out Animus right there.
Sounds good.
That's what I am. Right about. And
a crooked smile from the darkness.
Yes, a hero right to the end. All right. Let's go. New plan.
All right. New plan.
Revitalized. So you go through the door.
Who's the last person to leave the clock tower?
25 will follow you out, not saying he's not going to give up yet. He wants to see if something changes with him leaving, but I will go through.
No, I'll be behind him.
Nimbus, as you turn to leave, you hear Faust say one more time, right to the end. And then you find yourselves back in Clock Tower Square. There's the usual burst of gunfire that mows down the newcomers, but you're allowed a few precious couple of seconds to observe your surroundings. Kenji's not there.
Does Animus comment on that?
I knew he would crack, said Animus.
I would probably say something like, "Shut the fuck up, I'm already dead."
As soon as you signal that your intentions are not to talk politely, you're shot. So you manage to get shut out of your mouth and then you're full of lead instead.
I put my hands up. The last one's still standing. I put my hands up.
Nimbus has been shot.
I know. I want to talk to Animus.
What do you have to say, Sentinel? That you have not said before, that we have not said before. I've told you, give up or get killed. Those are your options.
Fine. And then he gets mown down again.
You're back in the clock tower. You and Nimbus and a new third space filled with an ever-changing person in number.
Rip number 3.
I'll hand Nimbus 3 of my silver strings.
So I'm down to 1. I don't know what else to do.
I'm joining Kenji.
I'm thinking about it. Grandpa kind of like twirls the silver string in his hand. Like, or we could just forget all of this. Kind of sounds nice at this point.
She can't blame you. She's not going to say anything.
Well, tie the silver string around my finger. I mean, we can always take the string off. True. If we wake up somewhere and it doesn't go well, I'll always just pull the trigger. Call it a day. I think I'm done. I don't know how much. We're not accomplishing anything. The only thing I'm doing is causing harm to the one guy standing next to me and then dying again.
Just like always.
Just like. But the first time causing harm isn't getting me what I want, so I don't know what to do.
You think Animus puts his least favorite soldier next to you every time?
Probably. The one guy spawns in and just gets flattened by the hammer.
His score done.
His score done. I think I'm gonna silver string myself and figure out what happens afterwards.
Good luck.
It's been an honor. But hey, we'll see each other again, right? That's how this all works. Different time, different place, different people.
Sure.
I'm gonna walk through.
Do you actually put the string on your finger?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't. 25 wants to be done.
So is it like
He would carry the string, but he wouldn't put it on.
or like you like take it off at the last minute?
Yeah. He wants to be done.
Do you give up hope?
Mm-hmm.
Does Faust say anything before he leaves?
No.
The door.
You go through the door. He's not there next time. It's just you.
And 4 bodies on the ground.
Animus doesn't shoot you down immediately. He doesn't say anything, but he just looks at you. It's an expression that you can't say has ever been pointed at you in recent times. It takes you a while to recognize what it is, and it's pity. Animus is pity.
I thought it was going to be pride, to be honest.
And then he shoots you.
Putting down all the other.
You're back in the clock tower. Do you go through again?
Does Animus say anything?
No.
I go through again.
Back in the clock tower. Did you go through again?
Yeah.
Back in the clock tower. Did you go through again?
Yeah.
Again.
Yes.
Again.
Yes.
Again.
Yes.
You try to keep going. Just like you always have. Keep moving. Right foot forward. Don't turn around. Left foot forward. Don't stop. Right foot forward. Eyes on the ground. Step by step. Left foot forward. Don't look back. It can't all have been for nothing, you think. Right foot forward. At first you tried to learn their names, their faces, their hopes and dreams, but they always leave. They give up. They cry for home. They just can't face the enormity, the responsibility. Left foot forward. Some of them try. They really do. They shout at the world, play hero, see that they would stop at nothing to save their loved ones. You can see the hope in their eyes, burning them from the inside out, tearing them apart. Right foot forward. But they never last long. They always leave in the end. Left foot forward. You can feel the walls closing in again. Their icy claws begin to crawl up your legs. The frostbite
chewing away at any warmth remaining around you. It is a bad thing. You know that there is something devilishly comforting about it. It is so easy to slip back into the old habit, to let the cold embrace just close around you. Right foot forward. That's what makes it so terrifying. Loneliness is painless. It promises to shield you from the world, to make the hurting stop, to let you feel nothing just for a moment, to let you keep moving forward. Left foot forward. A certain dread creeps up on you out of the ice. You can't remember the faces anymore. You can't remember the voices. When recalled, they sound like people you never even knew. It hits you. You're starting to forget them. You're not sure when it started. You're not sure how much time you've left. You can feel your memories of them melting away like fresh snow in your fingers. Right foot forward. No matter. You must keep going. For them. You must keep walking. For them. Walls be damned. You must finish the fight. For them. Left foot stays in place. But you're so tired. You so desperately want to rest. You would think that after 1,000 deaths, the pain would lessen, but it has only sharpened like a spear, hardened by fire. You just want sleep, a warm fire, a deep bottle. That's all you want anymore. You feel your lids grow heavy, and you look down. You hadn't even noticed, but the soles of your shoes have worn away during the most recent eternity. You just need a little rest. Gives you a little time, and then a voice cuts through the icy walls. You can't do it alone. You need help. You need me. You're in the clock tower. Your tired neck, for the first time in what feels like years, manages to pull your face up to meet his. You are both alone. I can help you, a voice whispers out of the darkness.
What can you do?
I can bring it to an end. I can make it stop. All you have to do is let me out. I'm innocent. So are you. Suffering doesn't have to be for nothing. Just let me out.
It's going to be kind of like one of those montages, though, where Nimbus is going to still deny it. Like, cast spontaneous combustion on him. Tell him to shut up. Leave. Come back, like, immediately. He continues talking. She tries to just keep going out before.
You're all alone. There's no one left.
What number are we at?
You don't even know anymore. You don't have eyes for it. You just keep walking forward and forward and forward. The soles of your feet now are scarred and heavy. You keep walking forward, but every time, let me out. Help is calling, Nimbus. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. It's only you left. You can make the decision. Let me out. Let me out. You can save them. It's not too late. Let me out. Let me out. It builds up inside of you. Rage. Fury.
Animus has to pay.
That cold desire for vengeance. It's in the pilot seat now. He can pay. I'll make him pay. We're innocent. They're not.
We are innocent?
We are innocent. He means as my Animus and the people, your oppressors. Your oppressors are not. It's only right that they should suffer. Not us. Not us. You just have to let me out. It's just your decision. No one else is left. And as you look around, there's no one else in the clock tower. It would be so easy to think. So simple. Just to let it out. I can bring them back.
What will you do? You'll bring them back?
I can bring them back. Just let me out.
Do you even remember the world outside?
Everything. All of it.
Are you crazy, dog?
No. I have lost the moment. I see it all through that giant window. And he motions at the clock face, through which you can see the world burning. I've seen it all. I've seen it all, Nimbus. Every step you've taken, every moment of suffering you've had, it's all over there. I know what you've gone through. I can make it worthwhile. You just have to let me out. It's not like you're gonna give up, Nimbus. Let it be all for nothing. You can't. You've only got one option. It's me. Take any road you want, Nimbus, but they all lead to me. Help is calling, Nimbus. All you have to do is answer the phone.
Our phone's a thing?
I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much.
Maybe it was a mistake.
What did you say? Sorry.
I said maybe it was a mistake to lock you up in the first place.
Nimbus, I haven't done anything that the rest of you haven't. I was one of you.
What are you?
I was a hero. And then you all locked me up. What I am. And he walks into the light at the front of his cage. You can see his full undead form, eaten away, rotted as it is. He says, what I am is innocent. You have to believe me. Just like you, I'm innocent.
Okay, polymorph on him.
That's not necessary. You can let him out.
Oh, okay, I can just let him out. Okay, then I guess I'll let you just open it.
And the bars fade away. He walks through, cracks his neck a little, and he reaches back into the cage and pulls out the pinstripe suit that Sholsien gave him what feels like years ago. And he puts it on. Pulls his sleeves up, buttons and closed, stretches his
Why
arms.
weren't you wearing it before? Was he sitting there naked?
It's a simple freedom.
You had right. I thought you were media movie. Well, let's get down to business then, shall we? And he motions up at the wall of cogs. How many do you think we'll need?
It's 9, right?
We have 5.
So 4 more.
No, I'm saying how many do you think we'll need to free your friend?
What do you mean?
What, you just thought that they were there to look at, not to play with? They're our cogs, Nimbus. We can use them. We have to use them. If you want to see your friends.
Their powers and controls.
For the inexperienced, perhaps. But a specialty of mine kind of straightens his tie a little within the manipulation of such artifacts.
That's how we lost them. We would take them down, join, and then die, and lose the cog.
It's a risk, of course, but it's worth it for your friends, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, I think 1 would be enough, but Animus deserves some pain, don't you think?
We'll have to get it back.
How many are you willing to wager in this? I think 3 is a fair price, don't you? 1 for each day he's made you suffer through.
I suffered through.
The 3 days.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say countless.
Over and over and over again?
I've only gotten not even a day the past countless times.
Not even a day? You mean you don't remember your corpse just lying there in the square for 3 days every time?
How am I conscious for that?
Oh dear. Well, that can't be right. He isn't even giving you the right of a burial. No. We can't let that happen. So, what are we thinking? 3, a magic number?
I can't rest fairly low. Let's do 3.
3 it is.
Is his symbol reignited?
No, it doesn't reignite. He makes a motion towards the cogs, like he's pulling something towards him. They all, whenever you've been in the clock tower, they turn, just endlessly, but they stop with a grinding halt. The stop is so sudden it throws dust off of the cogs. And dust clouds blow up and they stop. 3 of them begin to shatter into little shards and they float down towards him. They float in the palm of his hand and you see as milky white flames almost sort of start to like lick up his arm and trail off as smoke. He squeezes them in his hand and you watch as his undead form grows back to a healthy shape. The cavity in his cheek closes. The rubbery green skin was always there. That's not just an undead trait of his. He's Goylekin, meaning that he was born of an undead mother. But it manages to restore some healthy pallor towards it. It's less rubbery and it's more plasticky and shiny. His hair grows back in. And his face, still rather gaunt and long, almost goat-like in nature, fills out a little. Nimbus, I need you to recall something about Kenji. A fond memory of him, a humorous moment, anything. Your most human moment you had with him, what was it?
Kenji's probably the most human person we had in the group.
Yes.
Everything he did, he didn't falter.
Yes. Never. And there's something sour about the way he says it. But you want to pick up on that.
Not right now.
What's going on?
And he reaches out a hand to your forehead and he plucks something that looks like a feather out of it. And when he releases it, it slowly floats to the ground and shatters. And out of the pieces, an ethereal, ghostly image of Kenji appears. 25. Something about 25. Something about him. His indomitable spirit? What was it?
He was always there, up until the end.
And he reaches towards your heart. And he plucks out something that looks like a drop of blood. And he drops it. And from the shattered pieces, a ghostly image of your friend appears, tall and strong, just as he always was. Your friend Sholsien. Something about law and order. He always had to uphold them. What was it that kept him going?
His morals. Even if we didn't know what they were, what his entire standards were, he stayed true to what he believed.
And
was justice.
Sorry. And he reaches towards your right hand, the one that deals out law and justice. And he pulls out a chain. And he drops it. And it falls and it shatters into a million pieces. And from the ghostly image of Sholsien appears, tall and condescending as usual. You feel like he could just open his mouth and something witty would come out. Something sardonic. It would really lighten the mood. And he says, your friend, Alestor. Always so greedy. Always wanted what he thought was best.
Oh, no.
What do you think he would say right now?
What would Alestor say? He would say some bullshit about how we're finally letting you out.
He lets out an airy chuckle. He reaches towards your left hand, the one that deals in shadows, your left hand, the one that betrays, and he pulls out a dagger. And when he drops it, a ghostly image of Alestor appears, ready and wide stance, pounced to spring at any moment. He says, I think that would be enough. Now, your friend Animus, your enemy Animus, what do you think we should say to him when we see him?
Why does he even serve words?
This one. No magic required. Keep it in your body and let it out with all your fury and rage when you see him. And he extends a hand. Now we have a deal.
I take it.
And you shake his hand. Without letting go, he pulls you through the gate. And you arrive in Clocktown Square. Beautiful performance. That was great.
I need to use the restroom. I don't want to miss anything more.
He's got a piss, girl.
I can't believe you actually. Oh my god. I'm actually so happy that you're all so emotional about this.
You want to hug?
No!
Red's like, I'm just acting.
No, I'm acting. Just hold that. You don't have. I don't care. I don't care, man.
I'm fine. You're not. What? Brad got something in his eye at work one time, and he was like tearing up and like wiping his eyes out. I was like, "Oh, did you get something in your eye?" And he goes, "No, I was just crying."
Good one, Cole.
Fuck off on me.
Hey, I'm not the one to fucking betray us.
I didn't betray you.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's not what Kenji thinks.
I didn't.
As far as Kenji knows, you're out there, and this is.
You didn't even see me shake hands with Animus.
Yeah,
What made you assume I betrayed you?
Because 25 said, what deal did you make with Alestor, Animus, is what he told him, and all Kenji knew.
What did Animus? What was Animus' response to that?
And fuck what?
To him asking about the deal.
It was private, it's none of your business.
Yeah, so it doesn't affect you.
That's not what that means.
Ren, masterfully done. This
That
is
is so
fucking
good.
amazing.
That was better than anything I could have anticipated. Masterclass. Masterclass.
This is where she goes, it's not acting. I'm just crying.
I mean, I am crying.
I did get something in my eye. I'm just crying.
I'm just crying.
Master.
Thank you, Brad.
I got you.
Wonderful performance. MVP. Beyond anything.
But wait,
There's more!
It's not MVP, it's NVP. Nimbus valuable person.
Nimbus, when you and Faust
is valuable.
arrive in Clocktown Square, you are not prone on the ground. You're not waking up. You are standing. You are standing powerful and strong and tall. You open your eyes through the gates and you are already facing Animus. And you see that he is standing half turned, not quite facing you full forward like he always is. 1 foot pointing forward, 1 foot pointing back. And he points at Faust and says, You were supposed to be dead! Faust crosses his arms without letting go of your hand. He shakes his head. Not dead, merely imprisoned. Eternally. Animus turns to you, and you can't see his face, but you hear something panic in his voice. He says, You let him out?
You didn't give me any other choice.
There's a moment of silence. Animus raises his hand. He says, Train squadron, retreat! Sewers and shadow squadrons, cover our asses. And the train roars to life and begins to pull back. And the full force of your fury descends on Animus' soldiers. Would you like to describe how you wrathfully tear them limb from limb?
You could probably do it better.
There's a moment of silence. You breathe in and you breathe out. You realize you haven't had a single moment to even breathe in the fresh air when you come out of the clock tower. Breathe out. You're ready. You've been in a flow state before. You are a hunter. You track things, you hunt things down, and then you kill them. But you feel like you are not in a flow state, you are in a flow world. It comes to you effortlessly. A spear in a chest, a spell blasted off in a direction. Someone is in your face, and you blink and they're gone. You're not sure if you tore them apart, if it was Faust or one of the images you brought with you, a memory of your friends fighting with you, but it's just like everything you have been holding in for so long, everything that's been bottling up, it has escaped. Not escaped. You're venting it out. Forcefully. The way that you shoot spells, the way that your anger flows up through your arm and out through your fingers in the form of a wrathful spell, blowing everybody to smithereens. Cone of cold, storm spear, tidal wave, crashing a conclave of elements, a storm, a perfect storm blurring in and out between reality and your perceived wrathful imagination. And then the dust settles. You're not even sure you were fully conscious. So angry and vengeful you were, but you stand there with Faust and your friendly images, your memories of your friends fighting alongside you. And scraping underneath, nearly 100 bodies worth of soldiers lie torn apart and broken at your feet. It's done. It is done. You almost can't believe it. You blink, you look around, You won? You won! You won! And you turn around at the images of your friends, ready to reach out, shake their hands, embrace them, so you can celebrate together. But your arms go right through them. They're merely memories, images of your friends. You reach out to them one more time, and their hands become solid. One of them grabs your arm. 25 grabs your other arm. Sholsien grabs your leg. Alestor grabs your other leg. Faust turns toward you, and he kicks you into the ground.
This is Faust.
What this is justice. It's vengeance. Just what you wanted. I thought I was like you once. A lonely man. More regrets than opportunities. Nothing left to live for. Then all this happened. I was given a new life, a new purpose, a new friend. In a day! We were heroes, Nimbus! Heroes! And he grabs you by the shoulders. Prone on the ground as you are, he shakes you. The people adored us! Until the next 3 days when they didn't. But we could save them again. And again, and again, the adorations of praise. It never stopped. This cycle was the best thing that ever happened to me. It was the best thing that ever happened to you, too. And he digs his finger in your chest. Admit it. His gaunt chin is next to your ear. You can smell his sour, rotten breath. You can't deny it, can you? And he pulls back and looks in your eyes. Admit it. It's the best thing you ever happened to you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
So, as you can see, he stands up. What I don't understand is why you would all want to throw that away. I mean, our lives weren't perfect, sure, but we could do whatever we wanted, whenever we wanted, with virtually no consequences. And we had each other through it all, too. Friends, purpose, that's all I really thought I could want. That's all I could imagine you all wanted either. Right? He looks at you. Right?
No. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. I didn't want it to happen forever.
You just don't get it. You just don't get it. You know, all that time I spent in there, all those empty, long moments of torture, I had a real long time to think about it. I realized something. It was never about hero stuff. Say what you will, it was never about having friends either. It was just about getting your happy ending. You just wanted control over that outcome, didn't you, Nimbus?
This doesn't control the ending. It prevents an unsatisfying end. I don't want the world to end.
No, we don't want it to end. We don't either. But what you wanted was control, wasn't it? You wanted your happy ending, didn't you?
I can't control my ending.
Oh. Well, maybe you think so. Maybe you think that your happy ending is out of your control. But guess what, Nimbus? I'm getting my happy ending. I'm taking control of my life again, no matter what you think you can do with it. I'm going to be chosen again.
How are you going to do that?
He looks at your arm with the tattoo, the witch sign on it. And he reaches out towards it, almost caressingly.
No.
I feel that after all this time. You don't deserve it. You've only wasted it, Nimbus. Look at you. Look at where you've ended up. I've been watching you all from that clock tower for so long. Watching you fail over and over and over again. Oh, Nimbus. Look at how hard you tried. You put everything on the line and it still didn't turn out right for you. Just give me the sign.
No.
I can make it all go away.
I can't go back to where I was before this.
Oh, but you can. It would be so easy.
It would be so much worse.
Oh, worse maybe, but easier. Think about how you feel right now. How much you're struggling, how much your heart is singing in torture. You don't want to feel like this, do you?
It's better to feel something than nothing.
I can see Kenji's got his little teeth in you. Alright, I see how it is. Well, Whether or not you want to give it to me, I'm going to take it from you.
No.
I'm going to take what's rightfully mine.
No.
What, you're just going to throw it away? You're just going to give up now?
Yes, I cast spontaneous combustion on myself.
No! And he scrambles over to you on his hands, and he goes, no. And he scratches open your hand. And he begins to, correct something out of it. You see your witch sign begin to boil.
No. I'm still on fire. I've got my flaming gauntlet, too. I'll cast Searing, smite on his own.
You don't get it! You don't get it! I need this!
I need this. I'll die my own way.
No, Nimbus, please. Please, I'll give you anything. I'll give you anything. Look at this.
You can't give me anything that matters. I've got my vengeance
You don't get it.
on Animus,
You don't get it.
and I can do more.
I need this. I'll give you anything. Anything. Please.
You can go back to where you were before you were in prison. Before you were in the loop.
No, Nimbus, and he grabs you by the neck. I can't go back to my old life, and the flames from your body are clawing with his arms.
You won't know any better.
No, please! And you watch as the witch sign boiling out of your hands, something like a snake emerges, and it bites its tail. It begins to spin and spin and spin, and he reaches out towards it. No, but your left hand, the one that deals in shadows, the one that betrays, grabs him by the arm. Nimbus! Please! And you watch as the snake that turns and turns begins to shrink and shatters into a million little shiny white moths.
It looks like both of us are going back.
And he punches you, and it's lights out. That's the end.
Take it from one of the other chosen people. It's not Nimbus. Take it from one of them that doesn't want to be here.
It had to be.
I know.
How could he not do his little power dynamic thing? He's got to have his power trip.
I told you we should let him out.
Yeah, see? What could go wrong?
We won!
Does Animus die in that?
Animus is gone.
Okay, so he did get out.
Hey, we won. We got out.
You haven't killed Animus, but you got out.
And Nimbus, as darkness falls in your perception, what's going through your mind right now?
Oh, she got revenge.
At least she got revenge. Do you have any hope to hold on to in your final hours? Is there any shining light in that darkness?
I don't know about hope, but satisfaction.
Satisfaction.
For her, this is like another death. Death of who she became.
One more body to add to the funeral fire. Nimbus, as darkness descends on you, you take comfort in the fact that at least he didn't get what he wanted, and that you didn't let him win, and that you didn't let your friend's death mean nothing. You're not even sure anymore. You don't know how to feel about it, but there's a possibility you feel that you could have left what little hope you had behind. It's not yours anymore. You never needed it. You never really had it. It was more of an ember than a spark or a fire. But you feel something that is right. That you left behind this one spark of hope in the world. And that someday, somewhere out in this whole giant fucking mess, it might blossom into an opportunity for someone else to take up the torch and to carry on your mission. Even if vengeance is all you ever thought you could want, if it's all you ever thought you could be, you take satisfaction in taking away Faust's opportunity from him, yes, but also in taking out another obstacle in the world, another thing that might stand in someone else's path from stepping forward. Do you believe, Nimbus, that the loop will end eventually? Or do you think it will continue eternally?
I believe it'll happen. It'll end.
You don't
Someone, even if it's not me, can stop it.
You don't just believe it. You know it. You know that eventually somewhere, sometime, be it eternities from now, heroes will rise again. Hope never dies. Even if you don't have any left, even at the darkest hour, you know somebody else, somewhere out in the world, hope is still alive. And as you pass into the great beyond, that is the one notion that brings you comfort. And thus ends the tale of the Minutemen.
Thanks for playing, everybody. This is the end.
Excellent performance, Ren. I could not have requested anything more from you.
Now what?
Yes, now what indeed. Our last man standing is gone. How curious.
That wasn't supposed to be the plan.
Wait a second.
I'll amazing you.
Sorry, I'm taking a moment to gather my character.
The end.
That took a lot out of me.
What a good campaign. GG, boys.
You know, Kenji's out there thinking about some weird dream he had.
We'll be starting a new campaign next week.
His mouse will not immediately track you down and take that silver shirt from you.
Yeah.
That's not the end of today's session, though, right?
No.
Okay, thank God.
I'm just taking a moment.
She put her character sheet away, and I was like, are we done?
Just taking a... Oh, yeah. It's the symbolic death.
I know.
Well, if we had not done our items earlier, this would be the point where we do our items.
Well, actually, we're going to do that in character. But this would also work. I'm just gonna give this all a moment to settle.
I'm making another bagel.
Woo! Yeah, man making another bagel.
Holy
Don't get
fuck.
between a man and his bagel.
Honestly, top one session so far.
Worth every painstaking moment of planning.
Holy fuck.
I cannot stress enough, Brent, how wonderful that performance was. You really brought out the theatre came back at you.
Oh, yeah.
Did you practice that at all?
Me sitting in my room trying to cry and make it a very emotional moment.
If this has actually been taking college courses on how to cry.
Nimbus has. Yeah.
How to cry.
I am going to celebrate the tea.
Uh-oh. God, are you saying the campaign isn't over and something's about to happen?
No, that was the end of the campaign.
So Gabe's pissing. That means something's about to happen.
Well, what you guys didn't realize is these new characters are actually for a new campaign in a separate world.
With the same lore.
Yeah.
It's a new timeline. It's technically a new world.
It's an alternate dimension. We have there are some canon events that'll happen and we're like, ooh, that's a reference! And then the Elhore are going to come through and just wipe someone's head clean off.
I thought Ren was going to stay at Chosen. I thought that was the whole thing. I thought Nimbus stayed at Chosen.
Wait, so did you make a second character?
No answer.
Bruh!
Wah, wah, wah.
This is actually how Ren told us she's going to play D&D with us.
There's a reason she put away the character sheet.
She was like, I actually have decided I don't like you guys anymore. I'm done playing D&D.
I've decided you're all a bunch of fucking idiots. Which is not an incorrect statement.
She was like, I was only actually here for your D&D characters, but since they're gone, I don't want to see you anymore.
I only actually ever cared about 25, so...
Oh no! She was crying over Kenji too. Fucking amazing.
What?
I started sending random memes to my little sister. I might have mentioned this before, but I sent her the one I showed you earlier with the capybara.
Yeah.
She just said, he.
It is
literally me.
It is he.
It is he. It's the capybara. It is him, Gort.
This is the image I was showing Gort.
Do you also watch?
This is the image I was showing people earlier.
There's this YouTuber I watch who is like this guy who keeps animals in like Texas or something. He's like an urban rescue. He's really funny. He's really dumb.
Gort is a meme though.
One of his capybaras is named Gort. So
Maybe, I don't know which one came first, the meme or Gort, but...
probably Gort.
Probably Gort.
Probably Gort ambiguous.
Gort came before all.
Which came first, the chicken or the Gort?
Obviously.
Me.
The Gort.
Did you all think that Nimbus was going to be the last man standing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get fucked.
Well, then we kind of...
We voted for her to be... I thought she was going to stay chosen.
Well, she was the last man standing.
She was going to stay.
I had Brandon was like super hyping it up to me, so I had a feeling that it was going to be something different from what I expected, but I did not expect her to completely abandon. I'm assuming you have a new character.
This was the plan from the start.
I was lying the whole time.
And Nimbus was doing such a beautiful job. Sorry, Brandon was doing such a beautiful job of lying. I actually thought that she had forgotten the idea.
The last thing I was like, oh, we're just having to make a new character.
I was like,
Gabe gave me like a side eye look.
we talked about this, Brandon.
Wait a second.
Shit! It's been a discussion for months.
This is where we all have new characters. We find hour 3 and we never find Nimbus because she actually died.
Well, as per the arrangement, Nimbus will probably be the first one back.
Gotcha.
So.
No, I did the character vote against it.
I actually don't want Nimbus to come back. That's why I left.
I gave up hope because of this person. Because of the situation, this person.
There was one prick in the room who would like not free this guy in a cage who was innocent.
I couldn't.
Well, let's be honest. 25 probably wouldn't have stayed in the loop for as long as he did if it wasn't for Nimbus.
Just you wait until you hear about the deal that Animus made, Alestor. It is unrefusable.
Is it a curse deal or was it a?
It's a net benefit for Alestor.
May I make an audible guess at what it might be? I think it's that he would let his father go, and he would let him return to with him and Armin.
Cool.
Yeah, that's my guess too. If Alestor doesn't surrender, Animus threatens to turn Armin into a Gormachina like cyborg.
I wouldn't think Animus would do that. I'd say it would be an offer of if he gives up, he will let his father go.
Could be. Part 2.
Yes.
The Fallen Arc.
The end again is what it is called. Somewhere out there in the world, fate twists and turns. Even those who worship fate and follow its teachings are unable to predict what it means, what it plans. Fate is truly inscrutable, and those of us who are pawns and pieces to its wills can never really say whether or not things are meant to be, or whether or not our choices matter. We're going to meet some of these individuals today. People who may or may not be chosen by fate. People who may or may not have a great destiny ahead of them. But for now, they will start as people. Regular people. People like you or like me, whose lives were normal, and then one day, something happened. Something great and unexpected. Carter! So, it is another sunny day in Wildpost, and you have just walked out of your university. Today, you have a meeting with your newly met colleague to hire some muscle for your mission. Would you like to describe yourself to the party?
So, Carter is an astral elf by stats, but so humanoid, clean-shaven with short black hair, but he's got the pointed elf ears. It's half cat, right?
Yeah. So you have any mix of human and cat traits. Would you just be knife ears?
Is it spelled C-A-R-T-E-R?
C-A-R-T-E-R.
Okay.
Weird looking face.
So it's basically he's human in all aspects except the knife
You're
ears.
intelligent?
When I look at my intelligence stat, it's +5.
So I look at my intelligence stat and it's positive.
You and I buy only a 2 slot.
But he is a very well-kept man. He's got a nice black suit on with a black undershirt and a black tie. He looks like a college professor, a very average-looking dude.
So you're Brad.
Yeah.
With nice ears.
Why are you? Brad's not a college professor.
Yeah, he is.
You said an average-looking dude.
Oh, I suppose it could be.
I'll take it.
Brad with nice ears.
Brad with knife ears, black hair, blue eyes, and then a sharp dress suit with a large overcoat. No, it's not large, but like the Blade Runner duster type.
I'm
coat.
imagining the noir Spider-Man.
Sure.
The first.
Sure, minus the mask.
So a trench coat.
Yeah. He's got his backpack on, which is always he always keeps it way tight, so it's never like bouncing around since he's got a bunch of shit in there.
It's in your back too.
He wears a solid black ring on his right hand, and that's it. He's making his way to a predetermined.
Making my way downtown.
With
Wait.
the bitch.
First, security pat down, keys, wallet, the thing.
That thing.
Still with you. Very good.
Backpack. My knife, because I always carry a pocket knife.
Spell focus?
Spell focus.
There we go.
Got my necklace.
Everything is in order, just as a college professor would be.
Fix my tie.
Very important, you don't forget the thing.
Of course not.
The thing, yes.
Well, it teleports to me if I do forget it. So.
That's right, I forgot. Oh, you did forget it. Well, now it's here. Very simple.
Now I'll start making my way downtown.
Yes, you had agreed to meet her at the Willows, a rather grungy but charming tavern themed around dungeons. You thought it would be the exact kind of city place that would attract the kind of people that you need to hire.
I spit out like a sore thumb.
Yes, you do. Mostly because there's not a speck of grime on you.
No, I am very clean.
It really is a beautiful day here in Wildpost. Everybody is commencing preparations for the Festival of the New Year. And just as if to make it clear that the festival is coming up, the moon is still bright and full and shining in the sky above you. That's weird, it looks a little bigger than normal. That's probably fine. You're an astronomer, you can look at that later.
Well, normally we celebrate the festival when the moon is closest to us in orbit.
Yes.
So it makes sense.
Historically, that's why the ancient peoples chose this time.
Indeed, indeed.
You walk through the streets, some riffraff, got enough of your walls. Not because you don't like riffraff, just because you accept it.
A horse-drawn carriage is coming by. I make sure to I'm far enough away so I don't get splashed by the puddle in the road.
Yes. You check your timepiece. You will arrive 5 minutes early.
Of course.
As you always do.
Never late. Don't have time to be late.
Emmy, you are late. You had some trouble finding your train ticket to Wildpost. Largely because you bought the wrong one.
That's right.
knew he was empty.
Well, it doesn't. It does track because it makes sense that it would be something that you would do. It does not track because it is not the track that you need to do. Thankfully, you spoke to the conductor. They sorted everything out for you. Unfortunately, you are now 15 minutes late for your meeting.
Sorry.
Annie, would you like to describe yourself as you're running down the streets of Wildpost, trying to get to this tavern?
So Emmy, when we found her the first time, was a somewhat small, like 12 to 14-year-old Boglin girl. This version of Emmy is 16, 17-ish. Is significantly more not like
she's not a ball anymore.
Yeah, she's not like
It's not a tadpole.
She's a ball with a huge ball arm and legs.
She's a battle-toad, actually.
You still got your tattletale and some gills, but they're going away.
You look like a battle-toad. You're fucking
no, she's actually not that strong. Like she is strong, but she's more like gay. Yeah, she's super just toned. Like she looks like she could run through a brick wall, not because out of strength, but out of just sheer will to go through it.
She tries not to run through people.
Yeah.
She hits someone into
you
a
some frog leaps over some people or scuttle off a roof.
Doing some hardcore parkour up in this bitch, trying to be on time as possible.
Do you have a timepiece on you? You just have this feeling. You are like.
Well, it was like, hey, just like people back then could kind of tell like where the sun was.
She looked up at the massive clock tower and was like, yeah, wait.
Now, I need to know, do you keep the thing hidden?
Yes.
Okay.
Aww.
So, even as you clamber over rooftops and crates and carts with people on them.
No, I know what it is.
Yeah. You keep the
I want to message you like yours.
well hidden underneath your sleeve. You can see the Will-O-Wisp in the distance, and you can see a man in the front.
Yeah, I'm standing out front.
Like looking around, being like,
I've got like
He's like the Travolta, like.
I've got my like professor backpack on. You know how like it's way too tight, as tight as it goes. I got my professor backpack
like
on.
how cops sit with their hands in their vests like
Yep,
this.
the veins sit.
Yeah, but you're like holding it, your backpack like, fuck it, okay.
Looking at the timepiece again. Oh, fuck. I knew I shouldn't have trusted this kid. You know, shit like that.
I'm your resume.
I mean, you land with like all the hasty energy of a person running like.
But you don't even see me like running up. You just see me land next to you.
Like you go let the grind to a halt kind of thing.
I'm definitely facing to the left.
Yeah,
look down, and I just like
his best.
she slides past.
Yeah.
Like
I'm here.
Kenji would be so proud if he saw this.
have we met before?
Yeah, you've met a few times prior.
Okay, so I know who I'm looking for. Looks at timepiece. Is clearly like 14 minutes late. Right on time. Well done.
How time is you're gonna get?
I know. I will walk inside.
Alright. You have already set aside a table. There looks like there are some people crowding around the bounty you had set up. And you let the tavern keep know that you are here to hire any adventurers who are in the bar. So, you and Emmy pick out a booth that seems in the corner enough to grant you some privacy, and you sit down with your first candidate. Hello!
Good morning.
Very tall, very muscular looking Indian. I am to be here to be taking the bounty.
Okay.
So, and he brings up the poster, which has rough sketches of the people you've seen in your dreams so far. They can't get the noses right, though.
Obviously. Hey, 25 doesn't have a nose, and they still get it wrong. So.
They add a nose, or they add like a huge snob.
No, I like to think it's like everyone else's noses look like horribly disfigured and just like weird and disproportionate. 25 is like the most like aesthetically pleasing, like perfect model nose.
You got that like this Chad face.
But I'm pretty sure 25 is more of like the Iron Man helmet for a face, so like the eyes and the mouth, but so there's not a nose.
I think they put a nose in there.
Yeah. That's why it has the most detail.
Nobody doesn't have a nose.
Right.
It has to have a nose.
It has to have a nose.
Your images, your dreams are wrong.
Yes. You are wanting these people to be killed, yes?
Be found, not killed.
Find and then killed, yes?
Found, not killed.
Killed and find, yes?
No.
No.
He puts a...
No,
I
no
am
killing.
thinking you are not understanding me.
Yes.
I am here to kill.
And I appreciate that, but don't want them dead.
You don't want them dead.
No.
Like,
This man
extremely disappointed.
doesn't care about the money, has a fucking hard on for murder.
What's a watch? Oh boy.
We got a long
day.
couple hours ahead of us.
You motion for the next person?
Yeah. Is there just a line? It's a decent bounty.
It's a very good bounty.
Yeah.
There is a normal-looking man, except for he's like smiling, and his smile is too wide. He sits down. You want me to find all these people, right? Especially these ones that aren't humans.
I want to find all of them.
This one's a stone man, right?
Yeah.
And that one's like a naked cat.
Yeah.
Take me find him.
What? How?
I'll tell you when I see some gold. But he's like,
I unfortunately don't carry the bounty on me, so...
Well, we discuss it later. But, this was a girl, right?
Ooh, unfortunately that's all the time I've got for you. Sorry, gotta keep things rolling.
You'll follow me later, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll look up for a minute.
You'll hear from us in 3 days.
Didn't even get a name or sounds good. And then you're like a tweaker.
You'll hear us in 3 days. That's just fun.
Robin.
I know the theme too, actually. I forgot I didn't give you one.
You did? You want me to play it now? Or is this fine?
It would be kind of epic.
Play it now.
What did you send it?
I sent it on Discord. I sent it on a Spotify link, and
I didn't see a theme section, so I didn't think to pick one out.
I didn't know.
well, I thought this was just silly goofy because he was a silly goofy guy, which just made me think, oh shit, I need a theme.
Carter's not silly stupid. He is an upstanding gentleman.
Honestly, this would be...
Whatever, I'm just opening this on the computer.
What's up?
Never mind. I'll tell you later.
Nimbus, sorry, Robin, while I pull up your music, you have seen these flyers around town where these people are trying to hunt down a group of people, and one of these people in particular has caught your eye. You've been looking for someone related to this person, and you think that this might be a promising lead. You are next in line for the interview. So, you may describe yourself while I pull up yourself.
So it's a elven woman. She doesn't. Her armor's a bit ramshackled together. It certainly works.
It works.
It's a little patchy though, and it doesn't fit quite right. She doesn't sit down across from you. She puts her guns on the table and says, "I can help you."
Well, that's promising.
How?
I'm pretty good at tracking.
What,
Especially, this person right here.
which one are you
Which
looking
one?
at?
Nimbus.
The Engen one.
You could say I specialize looking for, people who use magic.
Gotcha. Carter, so what kind of gun is it? No, Carter was a professor, Gabe. Carter don't know shit.
That doesn't mean you're not nervous at this person.
No, she walks up and just Carter looks so out of place being in a low or lower end tavern. He normally goes to fancy bars, not taverns. What guns did you put on the table?
It's just 2 handguns.
2 handguns.
Okay, but are they musket, muzzle loaded?
Or are they the
pistols?
six
Are they
like the revolvers?
They're like revolvers.
Fucking cowboy.
Yo! Oh yeah, because
I want them alive.
Oh yeah, I know how to keep them alive.
I shoot to a wound.
Shoot a wound.
Well, so is this Engen woman? Is she the one who drew you to the bounty? You seem to be quite interested.
This guy too, and I point at Sholsien.
Okay.
You can tell it in the eyes.
Was the bounty to be split amongst everybody that helps, or is it for
for the individual?
you get X amount for finding this person?
That's up to negotiation.
Okay.
So you just have this much wealth for these people. Inquire at this time, at this date.
Okay. What was the bounty total? How much money do I have to work with?
Dude,
You've got 5,000 gold from the university.
Okay.
That's what it's good for. You had to put all your funds in there.
Yeah.
from the university.
So would a bounty of 1 or 2,000 gold be enough to draw in this many people? So if I still had more reserve money to work with as far as negotiations. Okay.
3,000 money to use for magic items for myself.
No. $2,000 for the bounty up front, 3,000 for me to work with. Okay.
I see that you're questioning a little bit. Hey, give me a moment. So I call back the guy that was in front of me. Hey, come here.
Yeah?
Watch this.
Are you? Where are you shooting him?
No, I'm shooting it so that it rebounds and like hits him in the leg.
Oh my leg! How did you shoot me from behind? Fuck! He was like the Peter Griffin.
Okay. As I'm sure you can see on the flyer, the bounty is 2,000 gold upon completion of finding each group, and then there's a 300 gold bonus per person that you bring in. So if you find me one person, I give you 300 gold. If you help me find all of them, you will get the bonus 2,000 at the end.
Okay, so 2,000 is the bonus. You just led with that, which is a bit misleading.
I'm sorry.
Is there room board provided?
Room and board provide, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Imagine like poor freshman roommate. He's like, just shooting the
He's just like, on the ground.
But yes, you will be
Actually, the sound he's making is a song.
He's a bard. He's trying to heal himself by playing this song. Is that
Oh my god.
Alright, I would like one more. You're happy to take a seat, or...
Thanks. No thanks.
I bet you go straight to the bar.
Yeah! She's not sitting with you.
I didn't get her name.
Well, the person with two guns.
Well, but you can walk into the bar, we can still see you.
Yeah.
But it's hard and you're like...
Does anyone have to react?
Shoot him directly.
This is an adventurous tavern. This should have
Arrive, point the two people. I like these two. I want these two. Shoot the guy at me.
Does not
No elaboration needed.
Did you have a song?
What?
Did you have a song?
No.
She cares me too.
I feel like if I said...
Actually, hold on. I might have one in mind.
Please make it a YouTube link, because I...
These that work, and I would like to keep them that way.
In the meantime, another candidate comes forward. It seems to be a gargoyle. He has fashioned himself to look like a tree. You're not sure what his face is, so you're having great difficulty
Talking.
I'm looking center mash.
And in this gravelly, like, low voice, he says, I would appreciate some eye contact.
Can you point out your eyes?
He goes up and he leaves. I'm not going to work with assholes. And he turns to Liz, you see the back of his head. Bro, the fuck?
Okay, James, I think I have a good enough theme chosen. Do you want it on Discord or snap it over?
Oh lord.
I mean, I'm confused.
Will it be as epic as mine, though?
Yes.
That's I've seen it's the edit with the dudes.
Yeah.
exactly, though.
That's why, yeah, I got where that's fitting, is your character just fucking walks in, does the fucking strut, sets their guns down, picks them up, shoots the dude, says, alright, I'm hired. Doesn't even ask. You're hired! Doesn't ask.
I'm hired. I'm paying you.
Doesn't ask if they're hired, they walk up, I'm hired right now.
Do you have any weaknesses? No.
That's the next guy. It's like a human looking girl walks in and she's like, I'm perfect for the job.
How so?
I'm perfect for this job.
I need you to elaborate.
Well, I would say my greatest character weakness is probably that I'm a perfectionist.
That's up.
Yes.
What about strengths?
My greatest character strength is also that I'm a perfectionist.
I'm gonna, like...
I work too hard sometimes.
Sometimes I don't know when to stop, and I just keep working hard and doing great.
I will keep you in mind. I appreciate it.
I want to test.
I feel like you're not listening to me.
I want to test your perfection. I want to test your perfection.
Yes.
And I slide her over a piece of paper and a pencil, and I tell her to draw a circle.
So like a perfect circle?
Yes.
Yes, like a perfect circle.
So like not like slightly ovaloid or a
No,
this is part of the hiring process.
I measure it with my hands, and if it is anything except perfect,
There's a booth over there which is dedicated. I point to a booth that has 2 other people like doing anything. That's dedicated for. This is part of our hiring process. I'm a professor. I need to understand that.
So. Will you provide the pencil? I have to get my own.
This part is literally.
Well, if you're prepared, you would have a pencil with you.
She
pen and paper.
She reaches for a glass on the table, puts it upside down, and traces a circle on the paper.
Well done.
Any other impossible tasks?
Well, no. I thought that was a very acceptable task. If you would like something more difficult, I'm sure we could come up with something.
And he leans in really, really close and tells her that it's wrong.
What do you mean it's wrong?
It's wrong.
What do you mean it's wrong? What do you mean it's wrong?
Well, I mean the glass is chipped on the top there.
Yeah, and some of the lines aren't exactly lined up.
Fine. She takes the other side of the glass and she draws a new circle. It's smaller because it's basic glass.
It's still wrong.
It needs more red.
I'm starting to think that she wanted to like me.
It needs more red.
Oh, how could I like you? You're perfect.
You are perfect, which is, I'm going to be honest, is a bit of a problem for me. I'm imperfect, and I enjoy working with other perfect people. I need people aware of that.
Wow.
Okay. She starts doing this.
Real woker.
Okay. Well, you can still love me. I see how it is. And then she will be.
Yeah, you would.
And the next person arrives.
That person, Kyrie.
Would you like to describe yourself, please?
Yeah, so this, you guys see,
I forgot such a normal name.
Well, you have seen a flyer for this group of people, and you feel there is some fateful importance to it, and that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. You guys see, the frame of what looks to be a rather smaller closet. The stuff's inside, a kind of exoskeleton. He's got a flat mask. You know how you start a sketch and you start a person's face and you get the 2 lines in the circle? That's basically what his mask looks like on him. You see some braids in the that look very graying in the back of his head. He walks up and sorry. I'm here to
It's the other way out. Oh, man.
Oh, sorry. And he takes off the mask. Let me take this off. And he looks like a days away from dying. He was on his deathbed.
We have age restrictions on maximum. Sorry, make a new character.
And you see an extreme, a really bulky, rectangular box at his side. And on his left arm, you see a bag with a slingshot into it.
I can give you that now, actually. I'm not. Continue talking.
Sorry, I don't work with the elderly.
Yeah.
But he must have so much wisdom.
I'm wise. He is smart.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I am wise.
He looks extremely immobile if his exoskeleton's not moving him around. And then
is it an exoskeleton or Gore Machina where it's cybernetics?
It's an exoskeleton.
Okay.
You do notice on his right arm, from his elbow down, is the actual prosthetic Gore Machina would have.
Okay.
Yes. And then you guys hear a commotion, or there's something coming through. What looks to be.
That's not the thing.
Yes. Okay. What looks to be the animal, which you think is a dog at first, but then you realize it has a head and tail of a velociraptor comes in. It's entirely metal. And he's trying to say, no, I told you to stay out there. I'm sorry about him.
Carter jumps up to see back to look at it.
And it's like a ruby that looks incredible. It's very obviously magical, embedded in its forehead. But don't worry about this. I'll still behave. I promise. I would like to help find these people.
Why?
You're hired. I make no eye contact with you. I'm staring at the mechanical velociraptor.
Come here. I'll make a new one. That's okay.
You are so enthralled by this man's technology that you're I'm taking care of you, help. As long as you are around for me to look at that.
You're hired.
Yeah. Let me give you a proper introduction.
Yes, please.
His name is Fang, and it stands for Portal Helper in Northern Guardian. I made him myself.
I'm like talking about people. That's fucking loud.
This is the longest Carter has gone without looking at his watch. It is because he's staring at the robot.
My name is Zeke, by the way. But you can just call me Zeke if it's easier.
Zeke Carter, nice to meet you.
And you are?
Emmy.
You feel like, if you like acting so too hard, you rip his arm.
It's like the frumpy, like, naked cat, like...
Yeah. And he like, where, like... sorry, let me put this back on. It's little magical artifact that it helps me in case I'm in trouble, but it also prevents people from judging me if I'm too old.
Well, we don't discriminate. Looking back at, like, starting with eye contact, going back to the dog, we don't discriminate here.
Yes. I believe fate has called me here to help.
Do you?
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm a great believer in fate, myself.
Fascinating.
Yeah, interesting. The man is definitely interesting.
So,
you hired him, so it's not like I have.
How do you get these people's images, or who?
My colleague here is looking for some old friends.
You met these people how?
I met them. It feels like a long time ago, but they helped. I think they helped me at one point in time.
Interesting. And what are we? What are we to do if we find them? Might I ask? What are your intentions with them?
Well, ask them a lot of questions, preferably.
What she's trying to say is they helped her a long time ago and she was going to return the favor somehow.
Yes, well, quite a long time ago, I used to help people. It was great back then. So if there's one advice I can offer when you're trying to help people, drink your pickle juice.
Drink your pickle juice?
Yes. I think it keeps a strong body.
Like pickleback shots, or...?
No, just as much pickle juice as you can really...
Keep it sipping the magical pickle juice.
Pickle juice.
I prefer pickleback shots, actually. I'm not a huge fan of pickle juice, but...
I'm not familiar.
So it's when you take a shot of a very strong alcohol, followed by a shot of pickle juice, it cleanses the palate instantly. So you get all of the alcohol and no taste. I'm serious. They're horrible. You do an actual shot of, like, whiskey or vodka or something, and a shot of just straight pickle juice, you taste no alcohol. It is only pickle juice.
I would rather die.
I would personally, we did like 4 of them at my buddy's birthday. I'd rather just have the whiskey.
Alcohol, yeah.
Than follow it. No, I'm not making that up.
I'm assuming you noticed this immediately. I have some remnants of being able to cast magic, but it's incredibly weak. Like, almost pathetically so. That'll be all.
Fascinating. Well, I guess we were only looking for 2 more. As I look at the long line. We're done here, thank you.
They're like,
Someone throws
You're not going to question that?
Somebody throws a bottle, which he just dodges.
He said he was looking for 2 more.
Two more from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not at the
no, that's true.
To your point.
Yeah. Wait. Did you say 2 more?
It was us 2 and we hired 2
party of 4. Oh, okay.
A party of 4.
So who's our 4?
We're gonna gesture to the.
There's, like, obviously 2 guns.
She shot someone.
He was just showing initiative.
Carter's like, exactly.
You know what? She proved that she wanted to be here, and honestly, I'm just happy she didn't shoot me. So
speaking of what, I got the guy on the floor. Are you okay?
He's totally fine. He's just being a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, there was a strike here as Carter goes.
Not being able to detect that he's like bullshitting. He pulls out like a little device that looks like a little ball and like he like puts a little bit of magic into it, and it like you like light up, and it like unfolds in like a kind of net almost. He's like, where does it hurt?
What the fuck is that?
Well, what is it? He gets to where he thinks the bleeding has come from, and he casts the net. It lands around his leg, kind of like a bracelet. And then he tries to pour a little bit of magic into it, and the device enhances it further, and he casts Cure Wounds.
And like you are doing his boozy fights, so it's like, ah! The barkeep's like, shut up!
Oh.
He's helping again, shut up!
And he like takes the net and dangles it like, I forgot to think about how to put this back in the ball. It'll be something for later.
The guy goes just like...
And scrambled off.
Yeah.
Alright, well this should be everybody.
What an interesting group of people we've managed to
I've traveled with Weirder. I know that's hard to say, but I've traveled with Weirder.
Rob and I have found something you might find desirable. It doesn't have to be magic if you don't want it to be.
So other than fate, do we have any other guidance to how we're finding the next people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we have any other leads, or are we like started from square one?
Square one.
Okay, so me and Emmy planned this meeting a week ago, and then put up flyers, right?
Yes.
So I could have done some research in the meantime.
And other people might have leads of their own as well.
Okay. So thinking logically, Carter would have 2 leads already. He would have a concept of Sholsien's last name being Lion's Mask.
Yes.
So you would have a rough idea that Sholsien is somewhere in town here or not too far away.
Perhaps.
And he would have probably found like one mentioning to Kenji's name being tied to Tausalon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sunspire Peak.
You also know that the general location people are from, all of them, except for maybe 25.
Yeah, I have no leads on 25. But those are the first 2 leads. I would repeat that to you. I've got a rough idea on where I could start looking for those 2.
Robin, you know that there's a merchant that deals to a lot of lore hunters. So.
Do we know that Nimbus is a lore hunter?
You do. They don't.
Okay.
So you know of a merchant who she might have passed by.
Do I know anything?
You might be able to conjure up hints if we need any clues. You know.
If you ever come back to the table,
I know barely
Whispers.
You know barely Whispers.
Well, you gotta probably just for sure.
You know where the
come back.
legends are.
Yeah. I'll
And you know where Gormaki is at the moment. Both of which are actually.
Emmy would just walk up.
She notices.
Okay. He does the wave and the cover where you just
no issues with walking up and being like, hey.
She doesn't actually look at you, but she gets
I'm not
Okay.
Gormaki until I need to.
Okay.
Pretend you didn't hear that.
Carter's patiently waiting for Robin to come back over.
Back to the table.
So we didn't get your name, by the way.
Robin.
My name is Zeke. A pleasure.
Yeah.
You can call me Zeke.
Pleasure to meet
And
you.
this is Fang. The Fang are obviously uncontrolled and not
Does it bite?
Yes.
Not you though.
Sometimes.
Oh, I want to.
He points to his entirely lost arm.
Wow, okay.
This wasn't Fang, it was Fang Alpha.
Sorry, I don't usually work in groups.
And on that note, I'm glad we're all introduced. So I have a rough lead of where one of these individuals might be, not too far from here in town. If we'd like to pursue them first, or if you guys have any other suggestions. These flyers have been out for a week, so I assume some people did some research prior.
I'll let fate guide us.
Okay.
Are you a religious type?
Very much so. Fate is the absolute. It'll bring upon the end, it'll bring upon the beginning. Over and over.
Yeah. Well, I'm just enjoying life while I can.
That's fair. It's important to enjoy
I think
life.
there's the best of both worlds. Comes the philosopher between the two extremes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if not, we can head out unless you guys had anything else you needed to do beforehand.
Where are we going?
Do I know...
You only care about one of these people. So you would probably be more pushing your subtle, I don't know.
Towards, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you're doing that already.
It's Nimbus.
I'm just throwing that out there, so I didn't mean to step on your toes or anything.
So I know Sholsien had a shop.
He had a booth.
He had a booth.
He had a traveling booth.
Is his dad still alive in this timeline?
No clue.
No clue. Okay, so looking into some research into Sholsien's dad, did I find that he did attempt to run and went missing?
You find the trail that Sholsien has found so far, where he basically hits Frosty, shit happens, and he goes to Morgul and he's dead.
Okay.
Like, not dead as in, like, he's dead, like,
The
trail is dead.
Okay. Would I have been able to find a concept of, like, where Percy's, like, family resided or something like that?
Hold on. Are you mentioning Morgul at all?
I wouldn't have brought it up.
Okay.
No.
I don't know if you were like saying, okay, we know this about the person, or if you were just talking to him.
Well, I'm trying to figure out if Carter would have an idea of what part of town Sholsien might be found in.
Roughly somewhere in Damnshade or Crossside.
Okay. So that would be my first starting point, and then just kind of look around when we get there. Unless you guys have other suggestions, I'm open to anything.
As long as you find them, I'm fine. I can send have Fang and I start taking a look around town for just this guy.
You look like you have something to say, Robin. I picture you don't sit down, you just bend over the table.
Have you heard of the Lore Hunters?
I know them by name.
You know of.
I know of them by name. No, I know every single one of them by name, actually.
They're a Lore Hunter.
This one right here is a Lore Hunter.
Interesting. That explains a couple of things. Do you know them personally?
No.
Do you have a lead on where they might be?
There is a special kind of deal. You probably haven't dealt with them before. They deal with Lore Hunters, so.
You would know his name. I have to pull it back up.
I would know his name. I'm saying he wouldn't because he's some prissy ass professor.
No, I'm telling you in case you want to say it.
Okay, yes.
Let me pull back up though.
So repeat that
From
last
the
part.
ancient documents.
So repeat that last part. So what you do know, but I wouldn't.
I know a dealer who works with Lore Hunters. You wouldn't know him because you're probably up in the college too often.
Or Robin's guns exposed on it. He can just be looking at them from a distance,
eyes are up here.
May I have an examination?
No.
Please?
No.
I'm sure I'll get to see them in action.
Speaking of, how are you guys?
You probably won't want to look anyway.
How are you qualified? I go. How are you guys? How are you qualified combat players?
How are you?
I already got my hands on you. Emmy scares me too. So.
Merch's name is Oz. Yeah. It's somewhere, I'll find it later.
Oh, did you give him a last name? I don't know if I did.
I did.
Okay.
in the past 20, 30 years or so, pretty recently, I developed a habit for tinkering and whatnot.
He says tinkering.
Yeah. I through enjoyment for it. So I built Fang, and I also built this little thing here. He taps in the box. So this is more than enough to perform self-defense for when it is necessary.
Gotcha. Noted. Because I'm not, like I said, we want to bring them in alive, but it's just, it's a crazy world out there. Like to know people are capable. And I already hired both of you. That was a question I should have asked beforehand.
Don't worry. I also made these, and he points out, and he pulls out another little ball. These are devices I've made that if you pour a little bit of magical power into it, will enhance it. And create
I don't think we'll
proper...
be needing that. I know how to shoot to kill, I know how to shoot to disable, I know how to shoot to cripple, I know how to shoot to bring him back.
It allows them to do like a more proper magic attack. And for someone...
Every magic, user, the closer city's
Yeah.
Carter keeps adjusting his tie, looking at his watch.
Diga here immediately goes back to explain. It allows you to enhance magic output if you know how to work it correctly, to create a more proper effect, similar to how it would be if you were a more powerful caster. Unfortunately, I am not. I was blessed to be a Wildborn, but unfortunately those blessings were quite short and limited.
Interesting. Good to know.
Rob's magic user?
Do I know all of their names? These the five that we're looking for? Did Emmy remember their names?
You would have learned them from her.
Okay.
You don't get to know them. Because, you had to learn them from her.
I learned them from her. Okay.
Yes.
That's what I was asking. Alright, so do we want to go after Nimbus then, if you think you have a lead?
Is that what the Engin's name is?
To my understanding.
What? It's so funny.
You don't know.
Yeah.
I like to roll insight to see if she knows.
There's no narrative difference in the outcome. Okay?
But what if there is?
But what if there is?
If you want to roll deception or persuasion, you may against him.
I would like to.
13.
It's going to be a 26. Interesting. So you go, that what her name is? And I was like, yes, I believe so. I don't acknowledge it, but that's knowledge to know.
She's not too great at the thing.
Not surprised. Not surprised. Do we want to get going? I don't know where this merchant fellow is.
I can take you.
Is there a time limit on this
Put the
job?
dog away.
Sooner than later, I guess.
Emmy would know. As soon as the time was brought up, she would say 3 days.
Well, does Emmy know about the Lowriders too, though? Because did she ever meet Ripley in this?
She gets bits and pieces. Basically, I decide what is narratively relevant, and then I will tell her.
Emmy would have told Carter that about Moonfall, right? Yes. Okay.
So both of you know that there's a time limit, and that it is 3 days.
Yeah. Unrelated to Carter always looking at his watch. He did that long before this.
You also know that even if you don't succeed the first time, there might be a second chance.
I'm not banking on that.
Yeah, you will not tell anybody that.
Not banking on that. But if we'd like to...
So there's no time limit then?
Preferably as soon as possible. Don't like to waste
College, you say that the college gave you 3 days.
Before the festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, they asked for it to be done by the end of the festival. I'm only allotted so much time when I take out deposits.
Pardon my ignorance. The college is interested in these people. Why?
The college supports me because I've done a lot for the college. So this was they fund some of my social experiments, if you will.
Had to put in a lot of sick days for that, right?
I had to put in a lot of sick days.
Do we have a lot of chatting time?
If needed, I guess. Or we can talk and walk.
Yeah, let's get going.
Walking.
Okay. No, talk and walk. Carter also said both with the hard L, okay?
That's just you, bro.
Both with the hard L.
Dig approaches. So you remember these people in your dreams alone?
Memories.
Yeah.
Oh, memories. Sorry, I misunderstood. Oh, interesting.
Alright, let's get moving, because Carter will, aggressively stand up.
I like to think that Emmy says that.
No, yeah, she does. She goes, okay,
make sure her sleeve is all the way down, and then
I'm going to be walking this direction. Away from you.
Are you?
Carter stands up and pounds his drink and his
Your heels and are you doing super seal?
It's actually just like a massive cup of
Rob,
coffee.
could you not point that out?
She's actually done with you. And you're at the normal spot that 17-year-old would be.
You've got acne.
But it's just ever since a certain change in a timeline a few timelines ago, some frogs keep their tails and gills.
I get it. It's different than other boglins. I would appreciate it. If
She's
you would point it out.
Are you alright though?
Yeah, I'm doing just fine.
Alright.
Can we go?
Right.
It's like Robin and Carter just standing there.
The kind of people you hire, man.
There's probably better things to talk about than the kid's appearance.
Hey,
You're not exactly young yourself.
Did I say anything? Sorry?
Carter leaves. Carter leaves. He opens the door and walks out.
We're moving now.
Okay. I think this would be an excellent stopping point. Or we can continue a little bit. I don't have a whole lot.
Nah,
But there's not a whole lot to this quest anyway, so that's fine.
You can call it there.
Alright.
You can call it there or you can keep going. Either way.
Let's call it there.
Yeah, I'm going to Omaha.
Pick up here next time.
Wonderful section.
Holy fuck, it was good.
I like how we went from like high emotion to silly professor checking his watch.
Yes!
I threaten people with the gun.
It's just a little bit of purposeful tonal whiplash. To really take you out of the scene and put you in the next one.
Also, to the Emmy would have a concept that like Carter isn't like defenseless. Like he's shown her the knife before that he carries, but that'd be like it.
He doesn't have the air of like a defenseless person here.
Yeah, no, like Emmy has gotten really good at like reading people.
Yes.
And it's like normally guys like Carter come off and it's like, okay, I could definitely kick the shit out of this. Carter just gives off this like energy of someone I don't want to fight.
There's an arrogance to the way he holds himself that implies he's not defenseless.
He has no fear of people.
But he is definitely afraid of you two. But you two would definitely think that Carter is hiring you to keep him safe and do a job, not to have him fight alongside you.
Cowabunga. I like Zeke. Zeke is a kooky character who I'm...
It's literally just Nimbus and Kenji part 2 now.
I still cannot believe you actually cried. That is unbelievable.
I'm an emotional person.
I feel so honored.
I almost cried.
I feel so honored. I feel so honored.
If I were the one that had to be left behind, I probably would have cried as well.
Yeah, I was tearing up at the thought of Nimbus having to be alone for that long.
I feel so honored. I'm so glad to see all you.
But what about Nimbus' shoes? They'll never be the same.
Okay, it's just a point about how long it's been and how much she doesn't pay attention to herself because of how focused she is, okay? I thought it was a good line.
Oh, I did too.
Make fun of me all you want.
I'm not. Smashed across fully down on both ends. On all ends. Fucking amazing.
I'm so glad that I could play this game with you guys.
Some good shit.
Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yes.
I want to be a roly-poly.
That'll be the lie that wakes up the sleeper agents of this individual. Nimbus 525 walks up to him, head on shoulder. Fuck it, we ball. It's all back.
Alright.
I love a stupid decision Kenji made so long ago, coming back to save them.
Emmy, do we have a name for the secondary party?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Do we want to come up with one now?
No! What'd you say? Hourman?
That's
Second min. It's literally second.
It's Carter's company.
No.
Put on and produced.
Carter's field trip.
We can come back.
Carter's field
No,
trip.
I just find it funny that it's like we all very like normal 21st century people named Robin, Carter.
Okay, well, technically Zeke is short for Zekeless. Carter stands for cartographer. Symbolically, not short. Emmy's full name is Emmy Hiro Dangata, and then yours is Robin. So.
Get fucked.
These two have weird names, but it's shorthand.
Yeah.
No names.
Zeke got tired of people not being able to pronounce his name, right? Zekeless.
Well, maybe he should make it.
Well, I picked that name and I'll retire.
You didn't
Holy
make up
fuck,
a name with random syllables,
No.
so the Gabe has to make up a family, and
Me and Robert were coming up with names together.
Yeah, well, because tiny bit of lore drop here. Zekeless is not Zekeless' original name. This is a
trans character.
Brand new name. Trans character.
Yeah, male to alpha male.
Exactly. Male to cyborg.
Yeah.
Meat to machine.
You probably want to go, right?
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be a rush because I told my parents I like one. So.
Some good shit.
So good. So much fun. So happy.
So much.
Hey, and you know what? We're back up to 5 party members.
Are we?
Yeah, we got.
Oh, we got the dog.
Bang! I had to print a whole extra character sheet for his stats and everything.
Hell yeah.
We finally have someone who broke Kenji's lowest intelligence because Fang has an intelligence of 4 instead of an intelligence of 6.
Hey, yo, what's the dog doing?
No thought behind those eyes.
Carter be just like, you brought a dog? They're hired.
Yeah. I'm curious if Carter likes the dog aspect or the robot aspect.
Yes.
Truth be
Equal.
told, I wanted to get a combat in today, but I couldn't find any narrative reason to justify it, and also.
I think this was perfect.
Well, there was
on over here. I was like, oh. I don't think we'll be doing much besides role-playing today.
I understand that. That was my thought, too. I would be surprised if we did do a combat. Well, we didn't do a combat.
That's what I did you once you guys can flex your new muscles. Dude.
So, you,
we come back revamped at level
I saw you write that
11
down.
or whatever.
I know, because one of my character concepts was going to just be a gunslinger. Like, basically, just someone with, like, all the gun feats he had.
It was funny, because Robert came up with that news, and I'm like, somebody else is doing that.
Yeah.
A
couple of ideas are already taken.
Yeah. Robert said, I want this person to do this. And I'm like, well, we know someone who's doing this already, so.
Yufei is no longer here, unfortunately.
Surprise. He's talking about Carter. Carter pulls out a shotgun from under his trench coat.
Sawed off.
Sawed off.
Somebody call an ambulance.
Well, not for me! That's him.
Here, boy.
See you guys later.
Yes.
See you next week.
We'll be in touch.
Bye.
Oh, I was at the, but I'm guessing none of you guys are going to be able to hang out on 4th of July then?
I will not.
I don't know.
I mean, I gotta hang out. I'm gonna be here.
I don't think we'll be here.
Jason's going to be out of town that weekend. Yeah, because I can't drive anywhere, so I don't really have anyone to hang out with. So I appreciate it.
I don't know about that.
I'll be in Omaha on the 4th of July because it's a Tuesday. So the weekend before the 4th of July, when people are lighting off fireworks and shit, I won't be doing anything.
Gotcha.
Wait, can you light off fireworks before the 4th of July?
Yes.
It's like 24 hours.
I can't remember what the
Unlimited.
rules. Well, Lincoln also might have different ordinances for it.
I did not expect